Apple.
And
Yeah.
wait, can I ask you a question?
You're mad. You've been asking questions. Okay, go on. What are your
Listen,
questions?
can I ask you one more question?
Can I talk, Maddie? Can I talk?
Of course, of course, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy today about,
Really?
Mexico won. I'm from Africa, but I'm rooting for Mexico because South Africans are xenophobic and
Kiki.
let them go home so that they can go and march on June 30th, okay?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, let them go home.
Let them go home. Oh my God. So, so
A
is
good one. That's a good one.
so is
They need to go. They need to go home because their people are waiting for them there. What are they doing in Mexico?
let
That's a
them.
good one.
So is that like the Uno reverse haters?
Can I ask a question? One now.
It,
Right, I want. Hey, wait. I
Yeah.
know you are the host.
no, bro. Then your place.
South Africa or Mexico? Which one?
For me, I just wanted to see the match. I was like, no, serious.
You need to choose a team. You
No,
have
no.
a team.
I mean, at this point,
Trying to be politician.
no, a politician is. I'm trying to be just neutral about it. I already said it. Yeah, exactly. Apple. I already said it. I support
Oh my days, man.
Urania. What is Urania? There's no Urania team. South Africa.
Big ups, yeah.
Let
ABJ,
them
big
go.
ups.
Let them
Big
go
ups,
home and
big
they
ups.
go and eat pap. They have to go and eat chisanyama there.
Go ahead, say
So
that.
okay, but Enya, what if South Africa come back and beat every team after this?
Which South Africa? Which team? Are you serious? To be
they-
honest, Mexico is not that great team.
Hey, yeah, we know.
I was not even expecting them to beat South Africa like that. But look at what has happened.
Hey, Annie,
Which
it's
one? We are rooting for
Um,
Ghana, we are rooting for Congo and all that. That's the only African teams we are.
Yeah, what if
South Africans?
because they have Chechnya? I don't know if Chechnya is such a great
that's
team.
European country.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, it is.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Russians.
Yeah, but we don't know if they actually. Let me see.
Which team you Super Life? I know you politician. I get it. But which is your team?
Which the Netherlands.
Can you Netherlands?
Yeah,
Oh, you try to okay.
the
Oh,
Netherlands.
Mexico. Oh, you've just made my day today.
Nice in Netherlands. Hey,
Absolutely.
Yes, Mexico is all the way Mexico. Oh my gosh.
you know, actually, Netherlands they can play ball. You know.
Yeah, they pros. Let's see. Official audit.
What I was meaning to ask, South Africa has always come aside to say they are rainbow nation. Have you had to speak the language? Something they are rainbow nation. They love their whiteys. How come they are whites? They are whiteys. They are not even in their national teams, or they rather support British or I don't understand. Like
Oh my, damn,
True.
that's right, bro.
I never see any white South African in their national team, and yet they say we love our whiteys. You know what I mean?
Hey, brother, they call themselves Afrikaners.
Yes. Where are the Afrikaners in their national team? Have you seen them? Because I never saw them.
True.
I never seen them.
No, they were the coach. The coach was that one, and the spectators also they were the Afrikaners, but none of the players.
South Africans, you need to learn. You see the guy who scored the first goal, the
Yeah.
Mexican guy. He migrated. This
Sure.
is how the world works.
True.
You know?
It's a
That's how
exactly.
the world works. That guy migrated from where he was, to Mexico. Look at them. He's making. He made Mexico proud today. He scored the first goal. A black guy.
Yep.
You know, but you South Africans, you're like, oh, we don't want people in our country. What
We
the heck?
don't even care about South Africa. The question I'm asking: where are the white people? Why are they not playing football?
At least the white,
They don't-
at least
they
the
don't
white
play
people were
in-
there. The
What?
white people people they were there, they're watching the match.
Listen, you don't understand the question I'm asking.
The best football players, the Africans, the black man.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said it's a rainbow nation. It's a country of white and Indians and everything, yeah. But I can't see them in their national team.
Ronaldo. Yeah.
Hey, Super Life, what's up, bro? What you doing, man? You trying to do so much information and what you doing?
I'm looking at because what Enya just said, the guy who Juan Julian Quinones, yeah, he's a black guy who actually immigrated.
You see?
And
The best players, they're Africans. They're
yeah,
That's
they,
how the world works.
In the
And then you didn't. Oh, this South Africa, it belongs to South Africans only. No, the world doesn't work like that.
maybe they needed some foreigners to play in their team as well. Maybe.
So now this is fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Jeez.
wait, let's ask this. Hey, wait, Super Life. You can't even say which team you like, bro. Let's go.
Bro, have you have you gone mad, or have you been
No, I'm curious.
But I already told you
Because you're
already.
African man, you understand? Are you African?
bro, I already told you which team that I'm supporting. I've already told you, Lee, not
Nah,
listen.
why you lying? Why not, bro? Come on, man. You're a big man.
Mad. Mad.
Which team you support?
you
Okay, which team
sound
you support?
you sound like you
Say it again. Say it again.
the
Which team
Netherlands.
you
The Netherlands. You're so happy he's.
No, but today on your topic, why not? Who you support?
Oh, today. No, look. To be honest, I already told you. To be
Mexico,
honest,
South Africa, which one?
I already told you, man. Like for me, I wasn't supporting on any team. I just wanted to see.
Netherlands didn't play. Can you say who you support today?
All right, Mad. You're just repeating yourself at this point. I will say for you, Mexico. To be honest, seriously, guys, I wasn't really.
Hey, why you running away, bro? Why you running away from the question, bro? Like, come on, bro.
What are you doing, Mad? Just chill, man.
No, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just want to know. You ask us, so I want to ask you, which team you supporting today? Mexico
Today,
or
no,
South
today.
Africa?
Look, I only support my
It
team.
doesn't have to answer the question.
Look, but you have to listen. Then you have to listen. If
But you
look,
don't answer.
okay,
You just
then
go around like go in the bush.
look, Mad. There's many people who are watching this game.
Are you
Does that,
supporting Mexico or South Africa? Which one?
bro? You know, this for me is not black and white. I just wanted to see who's
It's
gonna
not
win.
about black
But
and white. It's about team. It's about football.
no,
Why you
well,
premium with, man? What's
for
going on?
you maybe, but for me not. For me, I just wanted to see who's gonna win.
It's about team, man. You trying to make this about white and black. I never said nothing about white and black.
Well, that's what I'm
Which
saying.
team you support?
Look, again,
Easy. Go around the bush. He politician. He work for the government, man. Watch yourself.
Super Life has the right to stay neutral, oh my brother.
exactly. But this dummy here, he cannot even understand this. It's like you.
Offensive, man. You're a grown man. Don't
No. You're a grown man. You could have listened to. No, Mad. You could have.
Respectful to you. Bro.
No, you're not being disrespectful because the moment that I told you the first time. No. Look, I don't need to repeat myself.
Just
You keep.
because you don't like my questions. you
No,
call me names, bro.
listen, Mad. Just if I said it one time, I don't have to keep repeating. But you
Why
made me
call
keep
dummy? Why
repeating, keep
call me
repeating.
dummy? Why you call me dumb?
Are you listening, or you just wanna?
Answer the question. Why you call me dumb?
All right. No, I don't have time to deal with you because you're probably drunk, but you're asking me the same question over and over again. Look, if I say something once, I don't have to repeat myself, and that goes for everybody. Like for me, in the very beginning, I even had a live before this. I'm like, any team who's gonna be the best one is gonna win. But again, I also said that when it comes to South Africa, the way that they do things, they could have done it differently. But yeah, that's the only thing. Like for me,
Added to that, you are the host of this platform, and you are entertaining and welcoming people from everywhere in the world, South Africans, people from Mexico and America, Africa. So you should always try to find a balance, to stay in the middle.
Yeah,
So
but
guys, question.
exactly. But when Netherlands is playing, I'm for the Netherlands. That's one thing for sure.
For sure.
That's
Yeah, for sure. Me
if
too.
you
Me
ask
too.
me if you ask me this question during the Netherlands game, I'm gonna choose a team. But any other team, I'm like, I just go watch the match with an open mind. Let's see who's gonna win.
That's it. But you have the right again to stay
Yeah,
neutral.
but this guy think I have to choose. There's
think
only. Come on, man. That's not the only option. That was getting me irritated. All right.
Yeah, but yeah, South Africa was beaten. They were beaten mercilessly. So that's the reality.
Yeah. Yeah. It should have been
Let
10.
them go and lick their wounds.
Sheesh. Yeah. It's gonna be a tough. King, what's up, King?
Hey, hola, mi nombre Alejandro Ganato.
Hey, hey, Alejandro. so we got a lot of Spanish speaking Africans today.
Well, I don't speak Spanish for real, but today I
Yeah.
am a Spanish.
That's what I'm
speaker, yo.
saying. Today a lot of
Then we're going to eat tacos and all that. We're not going to eat fufu today, no.
No, fufu, no.
No.
Guys, I identify as Mohammed Gonzalez for today.
Oh really? Oh my God.
Gonzalez.
Hey Gonzalez. ¿Cómo estás,
Mi
Gonzalez?
padre.
You know,
Gonzalez Martinez.
the beautiful thing about this is people don't like injustice. They don't like what South Africa was doing.
True.
It's not about Africans against South African. People come together against injustice anywhere in the world.
Yep.
So this is beautiful. What the rest of the continent is doing, and it shows that when you target other Africans or when you target other people and you do injustice, not everybody's gonna support you.
Yep.
And when people get a chance to speak, they're gonna express their feelings and how they feel.
Yep.
Bro,
That's-
the thing is, this is just a football. You understand? More thing is coming on ground. You know, other African leaders are going to be shutting down South Africans behind the doors, behind closed doors. You're gonna now till 6 months on in a year time, you're gonna see how South Africa GDP is gonna look like. Don't worry, you're gonna see.
And my problem here is the South African white people will not feel it as much.
Oh,
Black
that's
South Africans will feel it.
oh.
Have you ever seen a white boy born in South Africa playing for Bafana? But yet you see them so illiterate piece of shit. You see them on TikTok saying we love our whiteys. If they are really your
Honestly,
whiteys, why can't they play for your national team?
South Africa was my first go-to country. South Africa became differently in my face the way they have been treating their own of recent. That's my first go-to
this is
country.
crazy.
I literally watch Malema every day.
That's sad.
Same with me.
That's sad.
I have family members that live there. I have family members that were shot by other South African. So this is very personal for me. I experienced firsthand what these people will do to other Africans.
A lot of these is not because we like it this way. We're doing this out of pain.
Yep. It's sad.
Hey, they're such deflected.
That
Go
You
ahead.
see the move
The
of
last-
Ghana president. You see the first move he's trying to do, yeah?
That was the
All
best
the-
move any African
all,
president ever done.
all the repatriated Ghanaians, everything they lost in South Africa. Ghana government is going to sue the South Africa government to pay the use sum of whatsoever any Ghanaian citizen lost, and other Africans is going to follow. Don't worry, South Africa is going to hear it so bad. Like
yeah.
this is not Africa of 2019.
Delot. You can laughter. Laugh.
This is Africa of
say what now?
2026.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's your turn. Yeah.
But I know one thing for sure. I know how to save a good South African. They are good South Africans, which I have as friends up till now.
Yeah. Okay. Delot.
yeah, man. I was saying that the prompt, man. I was just commenting on the prompt. I'm saying they're such deflected. They're gonna blame foreign national that they lost the match.
It's-
They're gonna say it's a foreign national fault. But no, man, to be serious, man, I was in a live today, and the level of deflection from South Africans should be studied, man. Studied. You know, they always talk about go
This is
fix your
beautiful. I
country.
mean, this is beautiful. For people to come together, especially all the black people around the world, to come together against the injustice what South Africans are doing.
yeah.
It's beautiful, man.
No, man, I used to live there, man.
Right now,
I
I'm
used to stay there,
driving.
so I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm driving to go buy a $100 Mexican jersey just
Wow.
because of this.
Sheesh. This is
I'm
wow.
gonna be rocking with Mexico all the way through.
So this is one event that actually brought Africans together, but it's like for the first time.
Oh yeah.
That
oh yeah. This
Africans.
and the Somali referee.
Oh yeah, that was crazy also.
Hey, man, hey, yo, and this is just the start of it. And
Yeah.
they don't understand. You know, they think it's just about football. This is just the start. You know, because all of us who are thinking logical, you know, gonna gang up on them, you know, when these things happen. You know, I want to touch on something. I was in a live today and they were saying, but go fix your country. And I'm like, y'all telling people if they're going to fix their country as if they're economists or they know about foreign rules and laws and how to run a country. They all have the same prop. Go fix your country. Go fix their country. As if they know what it takes to fix their country. It's crazy, man.
We made a mistake, and the mistake we made was immediately that referee was sent home, all Africans were supposed to go home. That was the time for us.
Yeah,
all to
but
go
you know,
home.
it's hard. It's hard because it's controlled by a white man at the end of the day. You know, and it's the same thing like they did to Senegal. What the Moroccans did to Senegal.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was another issue. And
I will never see Morocco as the winner of that match.
Yeah, even the World Cup 2030 World Cup is going to be Morocco, Spain, and Portugal. But I don't plan on going to Morocco to watch any of the games, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Do you guys realize this? At this time we are living in, since we can see injustice that is being done, like we are becoming more sensitive to basically not empathize with people who are causing problems, you know, through injustice in the world. I don't know if you guys see
People
that.
don't support injustice.
Yeah.
People don't come together, especially when you have a platform like this. People can come together. Before, it used to be hard because you know, you couldn't see the evidence, but now something happens within 2-3 minutes, the whole world sees everything.
Yeah, you cannot lie anymore at this point.
Yeah.
So it's and I'm seeing even Nigerian just went back, and people are, you know, what is sad as well is that these people are living their livelihood, everything that they have built up. They just taking a suitcase with them.
Oh man.
That's
Imagine getting a phone call being told your brother's been shot by a South African just because they didn't want him owning a store or running a business somewhere.
yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, that for me it's really personal, and you know, for you to get that kind of phone call and being told, oh, they just shot him for no reason, or they beating him, or they killing him for no reason. I mean, they call us Quata. The rest of the Africans, if you're not native South Africans, they call you Quata.
Yeah.
I mean, these people, man, they don't. They were just what all Africa helped them get their independence in 1994. Sometimes you ask yourself, why did we even help them?
Yeah. Are there
But you
any
know the fun-
Are there
you know
any
the
South
funny thing is,
Africans?
though- Sorry, I'm calling.
Yeah.
No, the funny thing though, the
Go on.
Zulu that are at the forefront of this, they don't even realize that Zulus are not originally from South Africa. You know, Zulus are not native to South Africa. Zulus, you know, migrated to South Africa 500 to 1000 CE. Shaka Zulu was the one who united them in 1700.
Zulu.
So you gotta think of South Africa. Everybody come into their country and do better than them. You know, the Zulu, white, black, everybody, right? And this is why they're just angry because
They don't
everybody
understand.
goes-
The white man is dividing and taking all their land
Of course.
and the economy. But the white man is telling them, oh no, it's not us, it's the other black people.
But that's the whole thing about it. They're so caught up with fighting their own kind. While
I mean, hey,
Why?
it's
Hold
like
on
you
there.
coming to white people coming to Kingston and saying, oh, it's the other black people. I mean, you're gonna use the common sense, you're not gonna believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but here's the thing,
Yeah.
man. While they're fighting the
Yeah,
black brothers,
that's
the
true.
white men are the white people are there, investing,
Of
reaping
course.
their resources, bringing in
Of course.
their foreign friends, their white tea friends, and building up places like Cape Town. And they're fighting for crumbs. They're fighting for jobs.
Oh yeah.
Why are you?
Imagine.
Yeah, why are you guys fighting for ownership? You're
Yeah, are
fighting
they-
for jobs.
Yeah.
Majority of the land of South Africa is owned by
80%.
Yeah.
80%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any South African? Any South African in here? Any South African?
I just want to say hello and
Okay.
appreciate what you guys doing over here, man. One love.
All right, one love, man. Any South African in here who wants to defend your country, guys? Let's tap the screen, everybody. Let's get the likes to 2K. Okay, I think maybe this might be a South African. Are you gonna defend or explain how come you guys lost this match? Is there something? Momtaza. It's your turn, Momtaza. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and you can speak.
Oh yeah, hi.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Very good. How about you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm not South African, but I was very happy.
Oh, really?
I was rooting for Mexico.
Oh, wow. So this is not just
Why?
this is not just a social media thing, because sometimes people are saying, oh, some things are only happening on social media. This is real life that people are.
No. It's real. Me and my kids were all cheering for
Wow.
Mexico.
And for the first,
Bro, I literally watched the football in the bar. There was some South Africa there. We overshadowed them. They can't do shit.
oh wow.
We supported Mexico. If you do shit, you're gonna get beat up. You understand? They only got to make match in their own city, in their own country, not every other place. Have you seen South Africa any other place?
Exactly.
It's a lot of them that don't support this, honestly speaking. And
Yeah.
I can identify them why they speak.
I wish
Which
I
is
was
why
there
I
to
don't-
go home.
Which is why I don't take it on all of them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what they're doing is wrong.
Don't be
No, it's not all of them.
Yeah.
naive, bro.
No,
There are some South Africans that don't even stand
There
with
is,
these
yeah, true. There's some of them, but the problem is the ones who don't support it as well. The ones who actually saying that the March, the June 30th, that movement they don't support it. They need to speak up, because
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
if you're not doing
totally
anything,
agree.
if you're not speaking up, it means also that you are
Bro,
condoning
people.
it.
You're part of the problem.
Sorry, bro. If we're trying to say it's not all of them, that is gonna be like a double standard thing, Is it according to South Africa accusing Nigeria of selling whatever they're talking about?
Yeah.
They make it compulsory like it's all Nigerians, isn't it?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I agree with you.
so
on that, yeah.
literally literally you are trying to say it's all Nigerian too, because it's all South Africans, my brother.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's more of going within a demographic here instead of. Yeah, I agree.
And you know what hurts? It's like when you tell them this situation, what they are doing, the damage that they are causing to their, not to just to their country, but to their global image. They're like, we don't care. That's why
We
sometimes.
don't care. Exactly.
Yeah, you guys.
Bro, wild.
Yeah.
Wild. That's all they have to do. We don't care. Go home. Because, again, they don't travel. They don't understand how economics work. They don't understand how foreign policy works. They don't understand how trade works. They don't understand what the repercussion is going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't understand that Jacinta and the other naked BBL men running around naked, they're going to be hit with criminal charges eventually, and they're all running around winding up these uneducated, pissed off people and basically what they're doing is just inciting violence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're leading minds that are not educated and knowledgeable, And this is why a lot of violence and bullshit happening in the country right now. And it just seems like the government really failing because you don't see the government out there. You see police out there pushing immigrants also, you know, arresting them. It's like, where's the government in South Africa?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because by this time, this situation should have been handled, and people should be able to stay in the country. People who are,
Exactly.
they shouldn't have to be going through this this drama and this trauma that they are causing. But anyway, so let me say this. Let me ask you guys this: are you guys gonna be consistent? So meaning that every match that South Africa has, you're gonna choose the opposite team?
Yes, bro. Yes, for me, yes.
Yeah, for you too, IBJ. For you, for everyone, you guys. So for this entire
Of course, man. Of course.
for this entire World Cup, you guys not. So basically, you guys are boycotting South Africa and this
Boycott
World Cup.
all the way, man. All the way, man. Because like they said it up here.
Do you know the heartbreaking part of what South Africa did, yeah? After chasing all the Africans out of their businesses, when they were sharing the businesses for the women, South African women, when they were sharing the businesses for them, you see how happy they were. Like what another person have built with their strength and sweat. You chase them out and then you share the businesses for the South African women, and then they were jubilating. It's not gonna last, bro.
Yeah.
Believe me.
You know what? You know one thing is baffling to me, and I always ask him: if somebody with all the odds and everything that's stuck up against you, you come say they come to the country illegal, and these people come to your country illegal and open up shops and thriving businesses, you're gonna have to look at yourself and say, what was I doing? What was I doing in my own country? Because these people come here illegal, quote unquote, and open up businesses in our community. What were your guys doing as a nation, as a people? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What were they doing?
Yep. It's
So no, you kick these people out and then looting their business. I saw them loot. They kick out these foreign national women out of their salon, and then all of these South African women are in there celebrating. And then in the comments they're like, yeah, what we're waiting for now is the government to give us money to open up businesses. But Jesus Christ, you guys said the government failed you. So now you're gonna wait for the government to give you money to open up businesses? Make that make sense?
and I don't get it either. Sometimes one time they say it's the government is paid off. Sometimes they say the politicians, sometimes they say the police force, sometimes they say everybody else is the problem apparently. So
there you go. They have no.
They're not introspective. It's really sad because some of the but you know, okay, if you guys, I can understand that some of the people who are causing, they are crazy. Some of the people who are leading this march, I can understand that, but how come the government is taking so long to step in to actually really put an end to it? Because this is
That's the baffling part.
yeah, it's anyways guys, so South Africa is gonna so basically the energy that African have when other African countries are playing is gonna be sucked out of South Africa. Anyway, well,
They should go home. Leave Mexico and go home.
so they
Go
need
fix your country.
they need to leave they need to go back home basically. Dang. Well, for me it's like, for me it sounds like poetic justice because it is basically what they're doing. I don't know, have you guys ever been on a panel? Let me ask you this: have you guys ever been on a panel and being able to not change but be able to speak reason to one of the sort
It's
of
about, bruh. That's the same thing I was just gonna touch on. That's why I said they have no. They are people who listen to respond. They don't listen reasoning and say, you know what, maybe that point is right. They are so stubborn in their ways. And matter of fact, here they say they don't care. And I think that's what we should lead with, is that they don't care. They're not able to take reasoning because, again, they have this sense of patriotism. You know, they love it so much, you know? It's like we're patriot, we don't leave our country. And I'm like, that is a problem because you guys don't leave your country. You know, you don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys talk about self-sufficiency. And I always say, how can self-sufficiency bring forth growth, you know, as a country? Every country rely on foreign trade. You know, it could be skills or products or items. You get what I'm saying? But go back to what you just said, man. I have never spoke with a South African and I was able to change their outlook on the situation. You know, they are cement in their way of thinking. And that is what is going to be their downfall. And like you said earlier, man, the people in South Africa, the black South Africans who know better, are quiet.
Yeah.
And that is a scary thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So
none of the ones who know better are not saying nothing.
yeah. So basically appetite is gonna come back. The Africans, the black South Africans are gonna be compressed even to a lower economical power as well. Karma is working.
Yeah, but you know, somebody said something the other day, man. Said South Africans didn't really want freedom; they just wanted equality. And from listening to them, I believe so. They don't mind if the whiteys control the country, as long as they can work. You know what I mean? And survive. It's all about survival for them.
Yeah. It's a mindset. It's a mindset issue that they are having. It's a mindset. I hope, you know, for me, I like one part of me actually see how doom and gloom this situation is, but another part of me also want to be optimistic because, you know, in their true essence, it's almost like they mean well. It's like they really want to fight for their own survival and they really want to fight for their own country, but it's the method that they are using that is toxic.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and that's all that we're saying. It's just the method and the way you're going about it.
Yeah.
Because again, it's hard to take them serious when the root cause of their problems is visible. It's there. You know what I mean? You have a country where you have a white-only town in your country. You have 80% black and 20% white. You know, so if you guys are not attacking the root cause of the issues and problems, then we as a whole cannot support you know, this movement. You know, we cannot because again, it's laziness. You know, because it's like you're looking for the weakest people and the easiest problem to fight. You know.
Yeah, and you know that's also a big issue, a big problem with a lot of South African African countries as well, when it comes to really addressing the root cause of the problem. Because a lot of the time, if they be real honest, it's the leaders who are causing the real problems in their country. But yet, and also the leaders and also the extension of the leader, who's behind the leadership or who are the, you know, the people next to the leaders. This is who they actually need to focus on. But turning their eyes and focusing on the people who are in the ground floor with them, who's just their, you know, their neighbors, the people who they have to go to get their groceries from. That's not it.
I like how, and even in, like I said, on other lives, I always say to them, you need targeted protests. And when I mean targeted protests, find the root cause of these problems and protests. You know, because again, this is what it's like. It's like you know, you're in the fourth grade, and after the 12th grader come and beat you up, and then the third grader laughs, so you turn around beating up the third grader. And it's like, dude, I was the one who beat you up.
Yeah.
And it's
thank you.
exactly what they're doing. And it's like
Yeah.
targeted a demonstration and a protest. Go to
Yeah.
the roots.
Yeah.
Because getting out foreigners and
See you, Kiki.
illegals is not gonna fix your underlying problems.
Yeah.
Because your
Absolutely
underlying
not.
problem is inequality,
Yeah.
inequality of wealth, injustice, corruption. Those are the major problems. If you fix those problems at the head, then everything else will fall in line. You can't come from 10 and go to 1. You have to start from the bottom and work your way up. But my God, man, you can't reason with these people, man.
Yeah. What do you want to chime in, IBJ?
No, the thing is, this is a wake-up call. Sometimes it is very sad that such things like this is happening in South Africa. But the fact that it is now happening and Ghanaians
Gabriella.
have left,
Hi, Gabriella. We have another.
Ghanaians have left, Nigerians are planning to leave, some have already left. This is a wake-up call for the whole of Africa, because that idea of South Africa is a paradise. The problem with most South Africans, I don't want to say all of, I'm not trying to say all of them. I
course.
I don't know whether they do read about other African countries, the wealth that is in many other African countries, the wealth that is under the ground. If you look at a country like Angola, what Angola has and Democratic Republic of Congo, you cannot even compare to the wealth with South Africa. So I think this is a time for other African countries to sit and think and rethink and strategize and come up with better policies and better economic things that will help their countries to grow. Because if a black man from another country is chasing another black man to leave that country, I think it is high time for most of these African countries, these West African countries, these East African countries who are neighbors to South Africa, to wake up and say, look, this is the reality. We have to do our things in our own countries, because it is very sad for us to digest what is going on in South Africa. They have all the right to protect their country. They have all the right to speak about the illegals that are flooding into their country from Bangladesh, from Pakistan, and all those other areas. They have the right. But the method and the way they have been treating other Africans, and now look what is happening. Most African shops, those Africans that have left, you have South Africans entering into those shops and then handing over those shops to South Africans.
Mexico.
Imagine you call a person an illegal. He comes into your country and tries to. He didn't go out there to steal, but he worked very hard, saved some money, and then rented a shop and selling items. And you come just one day, chase that person away, and the other day you've handed over that shop to your South African neighbor. Is that fair? That is not how the world works. It is not. It is very sad. So we will never sit and watch such things happening in South Africa and accept this kind of treatment to other Africans. We will always speak out. Super Life, thank you very much for this platform and for the chance that you are giving all of us to come out and say things that are very relevant to Africans.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we are all Africans. We are all black people,
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if this is happening in South Africa and in Holland, for example. If it matters African people, I have to intervene, and this is why we are doing it. South Africans should know that we have a world order. We are living in a global village. So you cannot hide from the reality. You've beaten Ghanaians, beat them. chase them away. Now the Nigerians are leaving. Okay. If you think this is the best option for Africa to unite, keep on doing what you are doing. But we will criticize you and we will come after you.
Anti-migration. All right. You know, one thing for sure as well, you know, one thing that South Africa indirectly did or is doing indirectly, but don't realize it, is that South Africa also has brought all the African countries together. But the result of it is that they come together against them, though. But the truth of the matter is, all the Africans globally, and even the non-Africans, well, let me just, all the Africans globally are actually coming together because of the situation.
Well, some blacks, man. I'm from the Caribbean, so you know it's really concerning to me because you know, growing up, man, I followed the Mandela movement, and you know, my country, you know, shared and you know supported the cause, you know. So it was very distasteful, man, to see. And as me also, I stayed in South Africa for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And so I had to come and, you know, voice my opinion. And they don't like that, you know, like, go back and fix your country, leave us alone, you know, so. But yeah,
particular word.
Yeah. Okay, go on. You can say something.
Irritates me, man. That particular.
You're not, oh my God, bro, you don't even understand, man. Go fix your country.
Go back. I want to promise you, right? Even the US has things to fix, right? I tell you something. I'm Nigerian, by the way, and I've got South Africans as friends. I mean, a bunch of them, both genders, right? And I do have discussions with them concerning what's happening. They are not in South Africa, by the way. Some of them are in Nigeria. I have a couple who just landed in the US, you know, and other parts of the world. And, you know, they keep telling me, look, well, we're sorry this is happening because we don't understand what's happening or what's wrong with these guys at home. To them, they feel like, or they are really convinced that it's an agenda. Because I don't really understand when a black person tells another black person, go fix your country, if your country is a paradise, go stay there. Look, I'm going to be upfront. Nigeria has its problems. Ghana has its problems. Malawi has its problems. About any country in the world has its problems, right? Weeks back, I don't know if anyone here follows the Nigerian news, but there was a meth lab busted here in Nigeria, and we had Mexicans amongst those who were apprehended, right? Never, ever, for one day, did Nigerians come up and say, yo, Mexicans in Nigeria, you have to go back to Mexico. For one day, never did they do that, right? We've had Chinese, you know, causing problems here, but we have never, I mean, when I mean by causing problems, I mean, we've had Chinese have their own store and tell Nigerians not to shop in that store. We made a problem out of that, but we never said they should go home. What we said is everyone has the right to shop there, especially you coming to our country to open a store. You don't have the right to discriminate and tell who's going to shop in the store. But we're never going to tell people, go home, right? So me hearing or me seeing these folks saying, go fix your country, I'm like, are these guys nuts? I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying so hard to understand their motives Because if you're saying they're taking your jobs, the world is a global village. Like, have you guys heard that before? People move from place to place. Have you guys heard that before?
Yeah, people move.
People settle
Yeah,
Exactly.
places. Have you heard that before? Africa
man.
didn't have borders. Have you heard that before? Africa was shared in the Berlin Conference. Have you heard that before? So when people come and say, "Oh, go back and fix your country," are you oblivious to the fact that these borders that you have now were not created by you? We have Schengen visas. People try to get Schengen visas. Why? Because they feel like once they land in some place in Europe, they have access to a whole lot of other countries. But that's not just the advantage of having Schengen visa. The reason why these people have that is to make trade easy, efficient, cheap. That is what Africa should gear towards. But instead, we are looking for how to reinforce our borders, blocking we Africans. So I say, one of the great men I look up to, may so rest, is Gaddafi. And why I say he's great, I mean, he has his shortcomings, but why I say he's great is he had the idea to create a United States of Africa. He'll be rolling in his grave right now, I believe. Because when he's seen what's happening, it's sad to watch.
Yeah, my friend.
As I close, man.
you know, the thing is too, if your neighbor, if you have, you know, in the continent, they are all neighbors. If you have your neighbors are telling you, hey, what you're doing, we understand what you want, we understand your cause, but the way that you're doing it is not right. To tell someone to go home, you know, the reason why this is really hurtful, because we, as a African person, you can, or just a person of color, you can put yourself in their position. A black person, you can put yourself in this person's position to understand that any other culture, when they tell you this, it's a hurtful, undermining. It's coming from a position of not empathizing with someone's way of life. To tell them go home, it's some people, it's so inhumane. They don't understand, like,
Sorry.
you know, because the reason they say it as well is because they understand what truly hurt other Africans. This is the reason why they choose that as well. But some people would say, well, illegal immigrants, but we're not saying there are ways to handle illegal immigrants, but to undermine them, it's like if you're in a Western country which they don't do these things, they wouldn't tell you, you know, there will be some people who would say go home, but if they say it in front, if they say it in front of they are liable to go to prison. They are liable to get charged for this, which means is not allowed to speak like this, to be hateful towards other people and, you know, organized countries. Although in some countries they still do it, but again, they are different form of organization as well. So now saying this is because they understand to say go home to another African would truly hurt them, and they really going as low to, you know, to hit them where it hurts. It's
Yeah, man. So this thing about fixing country, man, like, I want to step back on what he just said, telling people to go fix their country.
Yeah,
and, like I said, man, South Africans do not travel. Living here in America, man, I have a lot of African friends from Nigeria, from Ghana, and you know, a lot of African countries, Zimbabwe, and these people are doctors, you know, business people, you know, lawyers. You get what I'm saying? And this whole thing of go fix their country or whatever, and I always say, you guys don't have, if you don't, for me, let me talk about me. I, for one, when I left my country, I didn't have the skill set to fix my country.
Oh, speak on that. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't have the skill set to fix their country. So for me, let me say for me. So for me and a lot of people, when we leave our country, we go to the America or the Europes to learn skills, you know, to get experience, you know. And then what we do is that we go back home and invest in our country. What we do when we're in these foreign land, we wave our country flag high, you know. We share our culture. We put our country on the international map. You get what I'm saying? That is one way how we fix our country. Because again, if we stand in our country to fix it, who am I? I'm not a politician, you know. I'm not an economist. You know, I don't know nothing about fix a fucking country. I do it how I see fit, and it's by going out there and you know, share my culture. You know, coming into the Americas, making money, and go back and invest in my country.
And that's another thing. And that's another thing. You said invest. Even that, even when some people would take their money and send it or go back to their country and invest, that's still not enough. So basically, you know,
believe me, I go to South Africa and I invest there. Right? I started a couple of businesses there, and like I said, I was faced with the same fucking scrutiny. You know, and I was like, what the fuck, you know, these people are backwards, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? If a Nigerian comes to my country and doing well and I'm not doing, I'm gonna go to that Nigerian like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like, yo, put me on or whatever. I learn. You know what I mean? They have so much pride and sense of patriotism and alienate themselves from the outside world. You know, and it's like, you guys don't know nothing to fix your country because you guys are not traveling. You guys are not learning skills. How can you fix your country when you don't know what the problem of your country is? You don't know the root causes. You know, you're picking the easiest battle to fight.
Other South Africans, other South Africans, the whiteys of the continent, because it's like they have the same mindset. To be honest, are they?
Yes, you're right. True.
You know. I'm not talking about the Africana.
South Africans have never left the continent. Never.
If you come into someone's country looking down on them, saying you're better, they're not gonna want you. Yeah.
They always miss the point. They always miss the point.
What did they say?
The comments.
No, the comment. If
see
you
your comments
this
every
one.
time.
Yeah.
I see your comments every time.
Let's
on
use
different platforms.
Yeah. Let's use some logic towards it.
Speak to them.
Go on. Speak to it.
Like you saying if you come into someone's country looking down on them, are you guys generalizing or are you picking one person?
I want to come and mess up their country.
Like it's wild because look, I'll tell you something, right? I'll tell you, and I'll be frank with it.
No, but this is not a myth.
I'm not German, right?
The story of messing up the country is not.
Oh, wait. Okay. Spoko, give him a chance to finish
I
first.
understand you. Yeah, just I won't take your time. Trust me. I say something, right? As a Nigerian, we can be everywhere. I mean, we want our presence to be felt in business, in politics, whatever the case may be. Nigerians are allowed that way. And one of the things I know at the time that sparked this whole thing was someone coming out, a Nigerian, I'll say, coming out to say, oh, he owns a couple of buildings and all that. South Africans were enraged. And he came out to apologize. Now, my problem is this. One guy comes out to say something. Yeah, he made a mistake. He comes out to apologize, right? Now, you not even only blame Nigerians. You're now taking all foreigners and you say, oh, you're looking down on us. Brother, one guy said this thing. Just one soul said this thing. Why are you bringing everybody into it? That's one. Two, I have this problem with South Africans. Why do you guys speak with so much violence, with so much hate? You can be having an argument or you can be having a discussion and everyone is speaking calmly. And for the ones that I've encountered online, my goodness, they come in hot and raging And I'm like, brother, calm down. We're trying to have a civil discussion here. And that just takes me back. And I'm like, did something happen before all these things? Have you guys just
traumatized people?
Have you guys just developed hate for your fellow black man?
But guys, people who are calling us traumatized come from countries where people get their hands chopped. From countries of brutal dictatorships, and they are telling us we are traumatized.
Yeah, you can calm down, bro. Nobody's shouting, bro. You can calm down.
Brother,
That's a safe space.
calm
That's
down.
a safe space.
That
Yes,
happens
yes.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
That's everywhere, brother. Listen, I will tell you, the US, I don't know whatever country you're looking at that is high and mighty. All these things you said.
Or can I
What
speak
happened
without
there?
interruption if I
All
can
right.
get an opportunity to submit?
Yeah, but okay, hold up, Spoko. But
Yeah,
no,
the
Spoko,
other one is that-
wait. Guys, let's stop the screen. Let's get to 2K likes. I wanted to speak on that what the Majesty said also, because what Majesty said, okay, you said I'm black, American, and I have the same problem with y'all that the South African. Who's y'all? So you saying y'all? Okay. Anyway, that's what Real was saying about generalization, saying y'all. But let me address what you said specifically. If you come to someone country looking down on them, saying you're better, they are not gonna want you. Okay. There's something called emotional intelligence, meaning that people gonna always say stuff. So you expect people to come to go to a country and behave as long as they are doing everything that is within the law. People gonna express themselves. You know, it's like, and even that, you have to understand as well, when you are dealing with different culture, with different culture in general, there are different ways. Just like Real was saying, some cultures, they like to express themselves, they like to boast. Some cultures, they don't like to boast, they like to be very humble. But I find a lot of the time people just want other people, other cultures to be acting the way that they want them to act. But even when people go to, like, foreigners are seeing the nationals in a certain way, and the nationals are seeing them in a certain way as well. So both ways, in both areas, they are negative and they are positive. But you cannot sit here and say, like, pointing out the negative, there's always gonna be another negative. But I guess people don't
I
wanna.
would really like the South Africans to speak.
Yeah, but let's.
Can I speak, guys? Because
No,
I'm from
no.
Botswana and South Africa
No,
were neighbors, and we
you can- you-
speak Setswana, and they speak Tswana in South Africa.
All right. Spoko came first. Spoko, your turn.
Thank you. You know, it's ironic for people who run to South Africa for refuge in order to find peace, in order to find stability, in order to find good things which they didn't have in their own country, are telling us this is disruptive. Can you please mute the lady above, please?
Yeah,
Are
don't
telling us
unmute
that we are
yourself.
traumatized. You know, you'll never find a South African, because becoming a refugee is a trauma reaction. In other words, you were so traumatized by what is happening in your country, you had to run to another area. And a lot of these people are on asylum seekers' papers. They are looking for asylum in South Africa. They don't know democracy. The nearest they will ever get to experience democracy is by debating with a South African. I was in a ministerial meeting yesterday, and I was in 3 other meetings last week. We get to speak to our government on the regular. These people don't even know what that is like. Now, to condescend and tell us that we are traumatized, you are no better, honestly. Like, you can't tell us that we are traumatized without actually acknowledging your own trauma, which actually ran you out of your own country. You know, part of the reason, host, I'm sure you would have seen the videos where Ghanaians, upon arriving in their home, at their home in Ghana, they are literally so devastated that they cry. You would never see a South African crying because they've arrived in South Africa. You know why? This is a trauma reaction. It means you have arrived at this horrible place. Because what else can you understand it to be? Why would you cry for
So,
arriving in
okay.
your own country?
All right, but Spoko, so you're saying crying only explain one type of emotion, which is sadness, which is that what you're saying? So
No,
there's
that's a straw man logic.
no, but this is what you just said. Basically, you are saying they are crying because they are.
That's
But
not what I said.
so what are you
I
saying?
drew a reasonable conclusion from my own perspective that they were crying because they were traumatized. If you can look at the video and reach a different conclusion and say no, they cried because they are happy, then
No,
I
that's
think
not.
it would be
They,
reasonable. But
they
the bottom line
look,
is that
but
they were
Spoko,
okay. What are you saying? What are you saying?
maybe
Host?
look,
Wait, hold. Are you
no,
saying they were crying from joy?
look. You don't know why they are crying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my, exactly.
Wow. Okay. No. Let's
So if
move on from
no,
there.
no, we cannot move on. We
Do you
look.
intend to let us speak, or is this your show, South Africa, again? Why
Wait.
South Africans like this? As a
Yeah.
Botswana, this is so exhausting, South Africans.
7-0.
Host, excuse me, how long have I been speaking? Because as you allowed me to speak, I'm relying on you to stop me, not anybody else.
Yeah,
How long
but
have I been speaking?
well, you can speak. Apparently, I haven't said anything. But you're saying that because look, you cannot you can try to define what people are doing based on their emotional state. But again, I can be here. You don't know what's really happening inside of me emotionally. You can guess, and maybe you might make a good guess, but you know, there's a big chance that your guess is wrong. So all I'm saying is this: the people are.
And that's all there's.
Yeah, the people are crying, but you don't know why they are crying. Maybe it's a cry of relief. Maybe it's maybe it's relief. What if it's relief?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Look,
You know what's nice?
this is the problem. They are so dumb.
Okay, you know what's nice? No, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'll do?
That's how
I'll
propaganda
take your-
spread. That's how propaganda spread.
Well, hold on,
Wait,
guys.
you know what I'll do? I'll take your TikTok handles. I'll tag you to the video. You'll make your own reasonable judgment.
Okay. Send it to me and send it
It's
me
not
message.
even a problem. I can do that.
All right. Send me the message. Okay, let's
Now,
give.
another thing that I want to leave on the table.
Yeah.
It's ironic for West Africans to be calling South Africans xenophobic. You people have a record of chasing each other out of each other's countries. Ghanaians in 1969, I believe, drove millions of Nigerians out of Ghana. And Nigerians retaliated in 1983 and drove millions of Ghanaians out of Nigeria. In Ghana, there was an incident where there was a dispute for land between Black Americans and Ghanaians. Black Americans were called back by Ghanaian authorities. The local Ghanaians had a problem with the allocation of land. They were given 5,000 hectares of land to create what was called a Pan-African village. If Ghanaians were so loving, why did they push back against that?
Bro,
And the situation was so tense that even a life was lost.
You don't need
And just recently, just wait for coming down. Listen to the facts that are coming out of my mouth and forget coming down. Now, here's another issue.
Calm down.
Just recently, I don't know if you know of this.
Hold
Oh
up.
my day.
All right, last point,
The reason why
Spoko.
West Africans, the reason why West Africa is a mess is because you behave like this. West Africa is literally the most chaotic region in Africa.
Have you been Spoko? Have you been there before?
So have you been to South Africa to have an opinion?
Yes,
No, I'm just that's not. Look, hold up, guys. Hold up. Look, okay. Look.
No, hold on.
Okay,
All right.
let me point out a final point. Just recently, Ghanaians and Nigerians were fighting over onions. Ghanaians were saying Nigerians are taking over their onion market. Imagine how petty that is.
Why
to
are they
fight over
shouting?
selling onions.
All right.
But what difference does it make if I shout or not? Deal with the merits of the case I'm making.
But okay, all right, we can do that. Okay, Spoko, we can do that. Hold up. If you are continuously talking and you want us to deal with the merit of what you're saying, we have to be able to address what you're saying. You have to give us a chance. Come on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you for saying that.
Okay. Yeah, you can speak.
Okay, so as I drop,
Why are you dropping?
why is it that I could listen to two people? Why could I listen to two people before I reply, and you can't listen to me until I finish before you reply?
You know why? Okay, no. He asked me a question. Look. You asked me a question. I'm gonna be different from what I'm gonna choose to do something different because I ask you a question. You ask me a question back. I'm gonna answer you. You've been talking earlier there was only 2 of us, 3 of us talking, but now as you can see there are 5 people talking. So now, no, hold up, look, wait.
I never asked you a question.
Oh my
Are
God.
you
Okay.
West Africans are naughty? You are naughty.
You see?
Hey, can
You
keep
gone.
quiet.
Jesus
Coco.
Christ.
You need to relax. I'm so sorry. Where's the
No.
decorum? What is decorum? That is the. Whew, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I just
so-
need to come on
Empty barrels, man.
You know, I said
No, hold on, guys. Let's leave
I
Soka
didn't mean to
chance.
come on this platform and be rude, but as a Motswana, where South Africans speak Tswana and we speak Setswana, they look down on us and we have similar cultures. It's like they think that the America of Africa, and I don't understand. What about their colonizer? Black people in South Africa are struggling, yet they're not even concerned about who owns majority of their land. And also, after they remove all these foreigners, what are the tangible results? What are they actually going to do? I want to know
Exactly.
that. I just, that's all I want to know. Okay, we remove all these foreigners. What's the actual plan? That's all I want to know.
Sis, I ask them that all the time and they never have an answer. They said the government is going to give them money to open businesses. The same government that's
I'll tell
failing
you
them
one thing.
is going to open business, give them money.
I'll tell you one
Well,
thing.
okay, wait, hold on. Real. This person is saying why you guys are fighting to be here. Apparently, people are actually leaving. Their government are leaving. Who's fighting to be there? That's like, yeah. Are you just trying to
Brother.
real?
Brother.
But they're
Go on.
acting as if they own South Africa.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
don't own nothing in their
Broken down this
country.
They don't even own majority of the land in South Africa, black people, yet they're going against people that look like them.
I have broken
The
down
white
this thing for you.
people, the white people has made
I've
been
broken down this thing for you.
thriving. Oh,
so
go ahead,
leave
Bob.
what
Oh, sorry.
will make us happy.
Okay,
Yeah, go on, real.
I broke this thing down, right? Number one, right? They're very dogmatic in their reasoning. They think straight. They don't leave room
go.
for other opinions. So once they see one, they just call one, and that is it. They are not listening to another party. That's one. Number two, they are always so aggressive. I said this before the other guy came on. I said this, right? Where my other brother said they were traumatized. Before the other guy came on, and he came on and did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Everyone is speaking
To
so
prove our point. Exactly.
and then he comes and he's yelling all over the place, causing chaos. And this begs the question, who are now the chaotic people in your country?
But
Because you cannot be a calm person online, or rather, you cannot be a chaotic person online and say you're not a chaotic person in real life. You give out what you are.
well, let me go back to. I made a comment. I made a comment of them being traumatized, and I was speaking from my experience there because in that country, the white tea built the country, and them as black South Africans who are 80% of the population, they don't own anything, so they see Indian people in South Africa are doing better than them. Pakistani people,
100%.
every race come in their country and do better than them. This is why they are traumatized and angry because they don't control nothing in their country.
Right.
Nothing.
You are
So,
so right.
so even when I get when there as a foreigner and I'm driving nice, I'm living nice, they tell me to go home. Are you Nigerian? And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I'm not Nigerian. When they hear my accent, I know what type of business you are in. Because I didn't want to tell them exactly what I'm in. So I said, I'm in trade and supply. Oh, you're doing drugs. And I'm like, what? Why would you think that? You know, because it's so hard for them to believe that a black man can be successful.
Exactly.
That's why I was like, that's why I was saying. That's why I was saying this.
Botswana, yet we're neighboring countries. They look down on us, yet we're neighboring
Really?
countries. I went to South Africa, and this person wanted to speak Zulu to me. I'm like, no, Botswana. And I'm like, please. And they looked down on me. I'm like, we share similar cultures, and they look down on us. Can you imagine that? I'm like, I don't
I
understand
trust
South
you saying
Africa.
this.
All right, let's give
Like,
facts.
I really don't.
Facts.
You know
Let's give
why?
facts.
I just
Facts.
have something.
They're all
Facts. All right, hold up, guys. Hold up.
Real quick.
Oh no, let's give Fax a chance. Fax, he hasn't said a word. Fax,
Okay.
Fax, your turn. Spit the facts. I hope you come with the
Okay.
facts.
Yeah. I'm right here.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah.
turn.
What I just want to say here is that I want everyone to reason this, right? How can you be in your land and foreigners come to your land, cultivate crops, take it to the market, sell them to you, and then you still have the bold mind to say they are taking your jobs? Let me explain this. I've been in South Africa for 3 years, and this is how they do it. If a white person wants to employ, let's say there is an employment going somewhere, and there is security, there is other mini jobs, South Africans will refuse to do that, but foreigners will accept. If foreigners accept to do mini jobs, does it mean they are taking your jobs? The both of you went for an application, and they say that if they employ you, you will refuse to work. And this is what happened with most of them. They ignore mini jobs, which other immigrants accept to do it. But for them, even when they don't go to school, they will still expect to get better positions. If you see most immigrants, when they get there, first thing comes in your mind is business. They haven't stopped anybody from making business. But when I make my business and it's developing, and you're jealous of my business, is that how it goes? And somebody say, why are they traveling to their country? If somebody asks that question, it means you don't even know the definition of migration. So I don't even need to have argument with such people. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Guys, let's tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. It's and people who are doing business, it's like, yeah, I would like to hear from some South Africans, but guys, if you're gonna join, please just calmly talk. We need to have a conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah, look,
Thank you.
in order for
you.
us to
Thank
have
you.
any productive conversation here,
You
we
see
need
what my sister
we
said?
cannot be shouting. We cannot
The
be.
lady from Botswana.
Wait, hold on, real.
Right.
A minute, real. Yeah. So some South Africans, if you want to join, you can join, but you need to be open to have a conversation. We're not gonna insult you, but just use some logic. Go on, real.
Okay. The lady from Botswana. Why? I'll say I believe her, because I've actually been with a lady from Botswana, and she travels a lot. And I do ask her, like, why don't you like going to South Africa? And she just brushes it up like, nah, I don't just want to be in that place. I'm like, that's practically like close by. She's like, yeah, she knows, but she never just wants to be there. Now I'm getting the gist from my sister here, who's from Botswana, right? Because she says exactly the same thing my friend used to say also, like they speak Setswana or something. And I'm like, yes, if you're that close, why don't you like, spend time there? And she's like, no, I don't want to. But now I see why. Look, if you have hate in your heart, no matter the good people do, that hate never goes away. And why I say this is because I'm not going to say 100% of Nigerians in South Africa are legal immigrants. One, are into legit business. Two, right? Are law-abiding citizens. Three. But where in the world are things that perfect, or are people that perfect, right? Why don't you speak to your system, let them get those who are perpetrating nefarious activities in your country?
Yeah.
But now what you're doing, and this is coming from a South African, I spoke to a South African lady, and she said, look, real, what they're doing, trust me, they just want to go into someone's store, chase the person out, take over the store, run the store, because they don't have what it takes to build up their own. This is not coming from me, I promise you, this is coming from a South African, right?
Yeah. I got a question for you guys.
And I heard that.
Make your point, and then I have a question for you guys. former South African.
I heard that, and it broke me. And since that time, I've actually been trying to look into this whole happenings. And I've seen when they accost the whites, how they act. They're calm, they're nice, they're lovey-dovey. But when they get to the blacks, they're vicious. They're like, oh, you have to go.
It's post-colonial mentality. South Africans suffer from post-colonial mentality. They just gained independence in 1994. They barely know anything that's going on about being diplomatic and dealing with other Africans. I'm like, deal with your colonizer.
All right.
I'm sorry to say this, but
All right. So
you
hold on.
know the white man that's oppressing you in 2026, and you want to come against your people that look like you. I don't understand that logic. That's what I want to understand.
Wow.
So somebody said, somebody on YouTube said, guys, please leave politics out. I'm South African. We are not the same. I like and respect all humans, but the way you all speak, you correct wrong with wrong. What can you say about that? Let's give Miss, I think somebody, MK. I don't know if you wanna respond to this. They deserve appetite. What? Don't say no. Iceberg. That's going too far.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh.
I think the problems with South Africans is the same problems that the black people in America have. They are still dwelling in their past. They never get over the fact that they were enslaved and all that. And when we black people, the African people, when we come to America and we are able to work hard and earn a living, they get jealous of us and they are so racist against us. The same way with South Africans, because the other Africans go to their countries and they are able to do what they cannot do. They get angry at them. And instead of chasing away the white people who are the problem, they chase the Africans who are not the problems. I think they need to deal with their past.
Yeah. So about answering this question, you cannot correct wrong with wrong. At this point, we are actually critically analyzing the situation of what the South Africans are doing. We're not trying to correct the wrong, but we are, even now with the World Cup, it has done something that in Africa that has never happened before, which is that African countries are going for a country that is not African itself, which is Mexico. So this should be somewhat of an example for you guys to understand that you need to do a 90 degrees turn. You need to do things differently. And we're not saying that your goal shouldn't be still kept. Your goal, you can still keep your goal in mind, but the manner and the method that you're using should be different. But all I'm saying is that there are different ways of actually handling a goal or going about achieving a goal, and the way that you guys are actually going about achieving your goal at this point, as you can see, by witness, other African countries see it's the wrong way. So it's not me saying that, just me, but other Africans are also saying it. But you guys can say, yes, you don't care. Yes, sure, you don't care. But you have to, one day you're gonna be forced to care when it's actually really hurting you. And when it's turning back on you. Because even if you don't believe in karma, we don't have to really think about karma, but we have to also think that this is something that is happening. We don't live in a bubble anymore. People are online. People can see what's actually going on, and people are holding grudge. People are taking notes. People are actually communicating with their family, with their friends, with their people they connect with, and they are spreading this negativity that you guys are, the news of this negativity, and people are holding on to grudges as well. You guys don't care, fine. You don't have to care, but someday you probably could be forced to care.
One thing is this, right? One thing I want to say is why I said this thing is politically backed is I'm speaking from a Nigerian perspective now. Your president, for every time your president has come out to say something concerning this matter,
Come on,
right? For every time he has come out, it is because either a senator in Nigeria is threatening MTN, or the president just dissolved the company, operating, that is moving over 3 trillion naira out of Nigeria to South Africa.
Yeah. So
that happened. The president came out to speak. And it baffles me because in any country where people are taking this kind of laws into their hands, it shouldn't take time. In fact, I'm not even saying a matter of hours. In a matter of minutes, there should be an address from their president. But this guy, it took him days. Days. People were whipped on the streets. It took him days before he came out to say something.
The South African, Ramaphosa?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, but
He came out to speak.
Can I make another point, guys?
Yeah.
You know how they are constantly blaming like Nigerian men or like Nigerian men for like dating their women and treating them badly. Do you guys know the statistics of domestic violence and gender-based violence in South Africa?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? You guys, they want to like project their issues onto other people when the issue is caused by their own men also. I'm like, what is this denial we're living in?
When I used to date South African women, they always say South African men are like immigrants in their country. They don't like them.
They don't like them. They drink, they don't like to work. I mean, I had a South African girlfriend, and she was telling me, please, I want to move to Nigeria.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I get you. There's no time. And she's like, and I had to ask her at the time, I said, look, why is it that, because her friends too want to be with Nigerian guys, right? And I'm like, why is it like this? And she's like, they're guys, they don't want to work, right? They don't want to work. I'm like, oh my days. It's all the same story. Just like this brother is saying also.
Jealousy.
Exactly. I mean, it's wild. And now my sister from Botswana is saying the same thing.
Yeah.
They say you can't complain. Nigerians.
I want to touch about
ladies. Period.
Yeah, man. I want to touch about what you said about Ramaphosa. You remember when what's his name? Elon Musk came to South Africa and was trying to start his what's that business? The satellite thing, and he was barred from doing it because of certain laws, right? And Ramaphosa went to the United States, and they treated him like a dog in the White House.
Oh, yeah.
Black South Africans, they were so and then they manufactured this white South Africans are being unalive, you know? They make up this big story. And you see how white people, when they were privileged, they hold on there. When they were privileged, they got asylum status immediately. Immediately from America.
Yeah.
That's their privilege. And Black South Africans were so quiet. They never said nothing.
No.
So what I'm saying is there's nobody coming to save them, you know, when they're doing their stupidity. Because the white man can just leave anytime, but the white tea ain't gonna give up the country to them because they cannot run it. These are the things that are spoken in certain circles that I'm in South Africa. Amongst white tea. They will never
run that country to the ground.
Yeah. They said they cannot. I get so much respect from white tea people when I'm in South Africa, and it makes me think: are these people racist, or are they disappointed in the Black South Africans?
Or also responsible too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because the level of respect that I get from white South Africans, you know, they always say the Black South Africans, they destroy the country, they cannot run the country. The things that are spoken, and I just take it as like, whoa, these people are racist. But now when I think back on it, I'm like, you know what? They're fucking right. You know? They're lazy. Complain. All they do is complain.
All right.
And make scapegoat.
Okay, somebody said y'all care so much about South Africa, that's why y'all fighting to stay. To be honest,
Yeah, because South Africa. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
to be honest, even if we are talking about it, we are not, as you can see, we are talking about also other Africans who are not South Africans, and the way that you guys are treating them, which is unfair. You know?
Care about it because the YT built a beautiful country. They built an economy that they welcome trade, and I went there and I spent my money and I made money. So you guys don't control nothing. So yes, I'm concerned about South Africa because you guys can't tell me when to come there.
Yeah.
See, it's a free trade country.
Sure. All right. Oh,
100%.
yeah, man. But
Free trade.
I mean, you can see.
You acting as if they built South Africa.
You can see with that mindset as well is the reason why, you know, when it comes to stewardship of the country, it's gonna be difficult. Hi, how you doing? Non-Gallo?
Actually, no, it's actually Mobile.
Okay, thank you. You know I can't do that. Why you sure?
You see,
Do it. Say it again. Let me hear.
it's actually Mobile, NQO.
Wow.
I just have a question.
Yeah, sure.
The observation that you guys are making, is this based on you guys actually living in South Africa? Or is this based, hold on,
Yeah.
you're gonna allow me to finish the question.
Yeah, I mean, they already answer one part of the question. Maybe the question.
Or,
Yeah.
well, I heard the other person who said that he lives in South Africa and has businesses in South Africa. And secondly, or is this just based off what you see on social media? That's two. Thirdly, the ones that say they live in South Africa, just out of curiosity, how is your experience? Like, are they hitting you? Are they coming up to your shop?
Oh, okay.
Are they telling you to go home? Like, what is happening?
Okay, give a small summary from the beginning. That's laughter. Give us from the beginning and then what happened. Yeah.
So to answer your question, so I've been going to South Africa for 10 years, and I live amongst the locals. I stay in Stanton. I go everywhere around. I mean, I don't have majority of the business that I started. I'm not saying not all South Africans work for me, but who work the most or employ the most is black women, black South African women, and white people, and non-South Africans. Never a South African man.
Oh, so this problem is about South African. Just to, before you even carry on, so this problem is about South African men that you guys are having.
Well, they're at the forefront of this movement. I mean, they are the ones who are leading this movement.
You're talking about March and March?
March and March, and a lot of them will come online and spread their hate. So, I mean, and a lot of them
for one difference, you came in speaking calmly and softly, right?
Mexico.
South African who came before you came here and he was all over the place.
Well, I wasn't here when he was all over the place.
Yeah.
See, my problem with people that always want to pontificate observation.
After you go.
Yeah.
Almost quickly can come after you.
Let me make our plan.
My problem, it's just based off an observation. As a South African, a very privileged South African, I'm always intrigued by people, one, that always want to make what is happening in South Africa, Nalikama, the word in English is not coming right now. What is it? Intellectualizing. Yes, intellectualizing things that have nothing to do with education. I always find that very
what does that mean? Wait, what does that? No, wait. No. Look, okay, look. All right, no, look.
I am going to elaborate if you allow me.
All right.
And
Okay.
evidently, like you guys have said, that this matter that everybody in Africa has now is mostly about South African men. I guess I'm not particularly the right.
Not really.
I guess I'm not particularly the right person to comment because I'm not a South African man.
That's
I'm
not
a
okay.
South
Okay.
African-
All right. Hold up.
But am I a South African woman? Yes, I am.
All right. Then talk about no. Okay. You asked the question, but I think we were talking about we was not. I think at this point when you came, we were talking about dating and South African women and South African men. I think maybe during that segment you joined.
No, because I want to, no, but then he was still explaining his experience.
But yet,
When he was saying-
and you also stopped him because I gave him a timer. You jump in before the timer was over.
Oh, I didn't know that he was still.
Me?
From that.
Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what was your question? Let's start it again, so I can properly address you. What was your question?
No, the first question that I asked was that the observation that is being made, is it made based off the fact that you've lived in South Africa and amongst South Africans and have experienced the hate that you guys are saying South Africans are doing? That is one.
Right. Okay.
And
So-
secondly, when you say South Africa, because I actually came in when you were saying South Africans are just lazy and all they want to do is complain.
Yeah. Okay.
This is based off every South African you've interacted with?
Okay. No, all right. So you got me there. So yeah, let me clarify that. I will not say every South African because I dated a lot of South African women. I have a lot of South African friends still, although they're gonna drop. So let me correct myself and not generalize.
Sorry,
What-
and
I
before
mean-
we carry on, where are you from originally? Just out of curiosity.
Jamaican, but I grew up in the
I
US.
figured. I
Right.
actually figured immediately. But that's the point.
Okay. And okay. So what's the point you're trying to make now?
No, I just said I figured. That's it. My observation and my experience.
So okay. What is
experience with
okay?
Jamaican Americans.
What is
I
yeah?
don't know you from above, so but the Jamaican Americans that I do know and that have dated some of my friends, like I mean, it's a touch and go relationship, but I have a totally different observation of it that I'm neither here or there, and I'm not going to pontificate that observation that I have with other Jamaican people that live here, because it's not all of them. Everybody is allowed to learn what they want to learn and not learn what they want to learn.
Well,
So
right.
All right. Okay.
But-
Give him a chance to
Okay,
respond. Yeah. No. Give him a chance to respond. You just yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So
respond.
yeah, I mean, oh me. Okay. So
Yeah.
I mean, let me say the vast majority that I witnessed in South Africa. So I wouldn't say the full general, but the majority. Just like this March and March, we can all say there was this other guy saying that all of them are like that. You know, not all of them are talking hatred and telling everybody to go home. But I'm saying the people that are at the forefront, the people that are the loudest, are very despicable. So for me to say, to not generalize it, it would be wrong because the majority are the dominant people at the forefront are inciting violence and spreading hatred.
are
So
they
if I say
inciting
South
violence?
Africans,
But it's
Yes,
the
they are.
majority. This is
No, hold on. I would like to know the violence.
let me tell you. Let me
what are
explain.
the majority?
No.
This is the majority of the population.
let me-
The majority
let me-
of what? What is its majority based on?
Besides
Oh my
that,
God.
Brendan, I mean, I would like to know the
You
violence.
guys don't listen. No, we listen and we talk,
Yo,
right?
relax.
All right. Okay. Look.
Yeah.
Look. You see.
So now I'm gonna.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're not gonna. She's not gonna
No, we
listen.
are actually. We're gonna.
No.
be quiet
No.
from now
Okay.
on.
Well.
If he can just answer what violence
Oh my
was
God.
incited,
But
and I
okay.
think Brandon just wants to know the majority.
Right.
All right.
So now I'm gonna. So if people like Jacinta and what that big belly one? I don't know what its name is.
Violence was incited. Don't.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Can you shut up and let me
violence
talk?
was incited.
What's wrong with you? Can you let me talk?
If
Brendan,
doesn't make sense.
This is what I'm talking about.
All right. Okay. Brandon, hold up, Brandon. Hold up. All right. Let's give him a chance to speak. Let's reset, and perhaps let's give Brandon. Let him speak. Yeah. You see. Hold up. Brandon, you up? What do you want to say? Let's give you 2 minutes.
No. I'm sorry. I wasn't even trying to speak, but you can't say there was a violence that was in done against a people or whatever. And then when you are asked what is that violence, and you say if, so you if you're saying something was done, you must have specifics. 29 people were killed in Joburg by XYZ on this day. So the question, the very simple question, and this is not how I wanted to come on this thing, because I'm not either here or there, but I wanted to come in a different light, sort of bring a different light.
Sure.
But you keep speaking of there's a violence is incited against a certain group of people, the majority, and who determines these things? This violence, majority. If you say majority of the people, majority of what people? Against what people? South Africa has a population of 56 million people. There's never been a day where more than 2,000 people are marching on March and March. So what determines all these numbers and all these stats? Do you ever sit and question? I mean, right now in America, you're seeing how things can just be widely reported, and because they go unchecked. I'm just here just to say, do you ever stop and say, okay, you say majority of the South Africans are doing this against what number?
But you guys are
We're close to 60 million people. So when you say majority, have you ever seen the numbers of the people who march on? They have never exceeded. I can guarantee you.
But you see the thing about you guys. But you see the thing about you guys.
No, wait.
But you see the
No, let him finish first. Go on, Brandon.
No, let him go because I
Okay,
think his voice
okay.
is much more important than mine.
Okay. But you see, Brandon, he waited.
I don't want to be homophobic. Let him speak.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You see, he gave you an entire minute and a half to speak. So give him at least do the same. You ask him a question, for you to get the answers, you have to be able to listen. All right, go on. You can go on.
Hold on. I'm trying. Hold on. My turn now?
Yeah.
But you see, they are the master of deflection. When I say the majority, the videos are out there. This Nigerian, this Ghanaian guy, he was beaten. There's a lot of videos out there on social media. Don't act like we're stupid. They're evidence. When I say inciting violence, if you're coming online and saying all foreigners should go home, and they're committing violence and crime, which Jacinta and all of these people are generalizing, and then you're riling up people who are uneducated, you're riling up people who are angry, and these people when you look in the comment section, what they're gonna do, they're gonna analyze people on the 30th. If they're still in our country, what we're going to do? How is that inciting violence? There are a lot of videos out there of people gotten beaten and unalive. But again, you guys are the master of deflection. And because you speak a few big words, you think, oh my God, I'm intelligent. It is out there. But because you guys are because you guys are pro-ignorant, we cannot win.
I've been on the slide
Of course, I get
for close to about 8
Brandon,
minutes.
shut up. Brandon, shut up already. We are getting. You guys are making me angry. I
No,
was in the
excuse me,
comment
you
section.
just joined the live now.
You're making too
I've
much.
been on the slide for
Shut up
almost 8
already.
minutes.
All right.
I've never used such language with anybody.
No, you can't. You
I'm
can't
not
still
sure
be
how the
talking.
host
You
is
can't ask
allowing
the question and
it,
still be
You
talking. Shut up,
can't
man.
talk to people like
Okay.
this.
All right.
Shut
Okay.
up.
You guys are the master of deflection.
So
Okay. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Look, you have to realize. No. Look, you guys have to realize as well. Sometimes this is what people do, because it's called irritation. So just relax. Just take a deep breath. Brandon, I don't know if you did get an answer. I don't know if it was satisfactory to you, but we're gonna.
It was vague.
Yeah,
Like,
but
he didn't
so
answer me.
Yeah.
the
Okay.
question because I'm the one that asked the violence.
No, but of course,
I'm the one that asked
because,
about the violence.
because there's nothing no one can say to change you guys'
All right.
minds.
Okay. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's
Question though.
Stacy. Yeah.
How can someone answer a question when someone is still speaking?
Well, he was given a whole minute to talk.
I don't know your name, but then you've been making a lot of noise. You asked him a question when he was answering, he was interrupting.
Exactly.
How
All
is
of
it?
them
How are
interrupted.
you going to get the
All of them.
information? How are you going to
This
get
is
the
all they
information passed across to you if you are still talking?
You know what I find funny
That was
about
what brought me up.
that's happening.
I'm not here to discuss what's going on in South Africa or whatever that you guys are doing there. That's your country. Whatever you do with it, that's on you. But then what I'm saying is you've asked a question, the person is talking and you are chipping in. How are you going to get the answer that you want?
I've been quiet for the past 2 minutes, so I know you're not talking to me. I know you're not talking to me because I've been quiet for the past 2 minutes.
Or because you're
I'm
not
allowed
getting
him
the
to talk.
answer.
I'm allowed him to
The answer
talk.
that you want. Because you're not getting the answer that
Exactly.
you want. You think the person
Exactly. They want a specific answer.
Because you don't
you
want
see,
it because the answer that he's giving you is not what you want.
All right.
That's
All
why
right.
you're still talking.
All right, guys.
Allow
All
him to
right.
speak. After that, you can ask your questions. Allow him
Yeah.
to speak.
All right, and also look, if you're gonna ask a question, we have to keep this simple because hold up, real, hold up. If you're gonna ask a question,
From speaking,
look, yeah, I can do that. I can stop you from speaking, and now what? Come on, look. If you're gonna ask a question, ask one question at a time. Look, ask one question at a time.
you stopped me from speaking.
Look, Brandon,
Because
wait.
you said I've spoken over a minute.
Brandon, wait. Ask one question at a time and explain the question if you need to, but do not ask 4 questions at once because that's going to take some time because you guys apparently some of you guys don't have patience. Just ask one question. If you want someone to answer the question, you can just say, talk to the person, but do not fire. No, hold up. Wait, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Allocate the same time for everybody.
Look,
I'm jealous to you.
you see, look, all right, stop unmuting yourselves, okay? Just chill. All right, Brandon, since you so hyped, what question do you want to ask?
I'm not so hyped also.
You are,
I'm just
you are.
saying, if you're going to allocate time, allocate it fairly. And
Look, this is the thing that South Africans like you want to do now. Not South Africans, but I'm talking to you specifically. Like you want to.
So I'm not gonna start speaking after you unmute me.
No, you gotta wait. Look, why do we have to have this, Brandon? Just wait. Telling me what to do, and you guys sometimes you guys say this. No, you guys say this. No, hey, hold on. You guys say this. You guys will say, "Oh, how are you gonna come to someone's country and then act?" You know whatever you say when you say you go to someone's home. And then you're gonna do this. How are you gonna come to my life and tell me what to do, Brandon? Huh? How about that? So use the same treatment that you're telling people that you want. Just use it, give it as well. All right, Brandon, you can speak. It's your turn, if you want to.
So first of all, I was saying to you, be fair with how you allocated time. Initially, on my first point, you stopped me because you said I spoke over a minute, but which is fine. I just wanted to explain something to you. There's this 3 things I want to address, if you may allow me. First of all, I'm from one of the most privileged Black families there is in this country. I am the grandson of Prince Gideon Zulu and the nephew of the current reigning king, Mrs. Zulu. And I speak with royal authority as a senior advisor, All I'm going to tell you is that thank you. But what I'm trying to say is that the notion everybody is overlooking is that the fight is against illegal immigration. South Africa currently has the highest femicide. Our women are not safe in post offices. Anyway, something unheard of in our being, in our existence, especially as a Zulu nation.
Okay.
Our women were able to get in a bus in midnight called Uchigeleza from town to get to houses. As soon as the scourge of illegal immigrants started occupying, and also this thing of not being able to assimilate yourself in the people's culture which you're settling in, it's a problem for us.
All right, Brandon.
So you have people who are eating into social fiber.
Okay, Brandon.
Can I finish?
Yeah, but you see now you want extra time. You tell me to be fair with the time.
My time is over.
Yeah, your time is over.
Guys, I'm back. You didn't tell me how much time I was allocated.
Look, you can look. Oh wait, no. Are you guys serious? Are you serious? Stacy, are you seeing what I'm seeing, Stacy? Like,
he just told you that he's Zulu. What would make you think? He just told you that he's a cousin of the cousin.
You know, it's funny. Post, I think you're surprised. It's funny, right?
Yeah.
You see what happened here? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not disputing the fact that illegal immigrants need to leave your country.
Brandon, there's nothing to say here because these guys.
It's the double standards for me.
You
want something, but you don't want to give the person the same respect. You want respect, but you don't want to give the respect.
Exactly. So he told me if I give him the time, aren't you looking at the screen? You can see the time.
I didn't want to be here. I was in the comment when you shared the
I saw
in the comment section. I'm just enjoying it. But then when they kept like interrupting you when you were speaking, it's like they didn't want to allow you to speak. If you don't want to hear from the person, then don't ask the question. Because you're not hearing what you want me to tell you, doesn't mean I'm at the wrong. Like,
but Stacey, what I'm saying, they already come with their minds. Their mind is already made up. So no matter what I tell them,
want to impose
it's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly because they come and speak a few words and speak eloquently. They feel like, oh, I'm intelligent and I know things. You guys are the masters of deflection.
Because they were telling you that they wanted illegal immigrants to leave. Even legal immigrants are being abused by these people. Legal immigrants are being abused.
All the videos are out there. All the videos are
out there. We have the numbers out there. When these people, when the Ghanaian government evacuated some Ghanaians back to Ghana, you can see the marks on their body. A woman was beaten more than the woman can even take as a mother. And then you see these people supporting this kind of act. And I'm asking, so if you come into my country in Ghana and I do same to you, am I being fair?
Yeah.
Now you want us to go and support South Africa, Bafana, because I have water in my head.
So the thing is now, if some people would say, well, they are lying. So you're saying the Ghanaian are lying, you're saying the Nigerian are lying, the Mozambican are lying, the Botswana, they are lying. So you're saying all these different people from different cultures, they are lying about the same thing? Okay.
I want to say something.
Yeah, go on, Real.
Yeah. Hold on, bro. 1 minute before you say something, bro. You see, these two idiots that came along, bro. They come from privileged family, as if the things that are happening in South Africa is affecting them. You get what I'm saying? These are the people who come and rise up people who are less fortunate and uneducated. These are the people who incite violence. Because these problems in South Africa are not affecting them. They know when they go to a nice house. They come and talk, my family is this and that. But fuck you and your family, bro. You're inciting violence and people who you're inciting violence. You're riling up people who are uneducated, who don't know better. And you're telling them foreigners are the problem, and they go out and unalive people. There are videos of people out there going to burn people with tires and unalive them on June the 30th. And you're going to come and act like, oh, nothing like that. Because I'm from a family about family. I'm going to shove your head up with your family, asshole.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That was you. Okay. Wait. Hold up. You use all your cursing words for today. Okay. So I think that was enough. But even if that's not what's happening, the whole world is seeing it. So you think everybody's gonna look at South Africa and see xenophobia, and see what's actually happening? Do you think people are gonna think, oh, they didn't mean to do it, or they are not doing it? But people can see these things on social media. It's like, but anyway.
I tell you something.
Yeah, go on, Rio.
I tell you something, right? I tell you something. I just want to clarify something, Ghost. And my brother from the Caribbean, have you guys accepted the things that I previously said, that when South Africans come, most of them, they rile up the place. It just turns the place chaotic. Because, and this thing, I don't think a whole lot of people have spoken so much on it. It's a problem. And it's a deep-rooted problem. And there should be a whole lot of soul searching. Where is this coming from? Why do we have so much hate?
Yeah.
Right? Because, as my brother said, they've been traumatized. And when we say this, when you say someone is traumatized, I don't think that person should take it as an insult, right? You should actually look into it and ask yourself certain questions. Why is it that whenever I come to a particular place, I'm riled up? We've seen this is what now? These are like 3 South Africans who has come here and turned the place chaotic. And I'm not saying they are all like that, but why is it that all of them that has come after I said that stuff, they've just acted the same way? That's 1. 2. Those two, the 2 South Africans who came here and left, if you noticed, I didn't say anything. I really wanted to listen to them.
Yeah.
And one question they asked was, what are the threats to life? Listen, if I come to you and I tell you, yo, brother, if you were here by tomorrow evening, you're not going to like what I'm going to do to you. Automatically, that is a threat.
Yep.
Exactly.
That is a threat.
Exactly.
People think...
all the videos are out there.
Yeah.
All the videos are out there, bro. All the videos.
Oh, hold up. Let him finish.
He said all the videos are there, and he's right, because if I can't remember any, at least I remember one where the other guy, their names are sort of, I don't know how to pronounce their names, but he said, Nigerians think they're smart. Nigerians think they are this and that. Come 30th of June. You see that statement, right? That is an absolute threat. Come 30th of June. Okay, come 30th of June, what are you going to do? Because you're not going to shove me into an airplane and fly me out. You're not going to do that. It means you're going to harm me. That's my best guess. So you're already threatening me. I really wanted to answer that question because they were really hammering on it like no one was threatening anybody.
So, yeah, but they have to...
It was a very quick search.
A
very, very quick random search. And it's showing here recent unrest fatalities. At least 12 people have been killed during a surge of riots across Joburg and Pretoria. Look, you can hide all you want, but social media exists.
Last point. Yeah.
I'm going to stop here. I want it to be orderly, and I hope other South Africans are seeing this too. I'm going to drop the mic now.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, sorry to be cussing in your live, man. I apologize. I just got a little bit carried away.
I know, because look, that's what I was telling you, because there's some tricks that people use. And again, for me, whenever I'm speaking right now, I'm not generalizing, because to be honest, I've spoken to some South Africans who are very rational, who can have decent conversation, who can be very logical. I've spoken to some of them. But there are also, in general public, there are different type of people. But these ones, these two that was here earlier, they were basically stirring up drama.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's stirring up, man. And, I let them get to me.
Yeah, that's why I was telling. That's why.
Just to continue your life, man.
Yeah, that's why I peeped it. I saw it, and I was trying to tell you, hey, they are trying to get under your skin. But with what Real just said, threat. Somebody can feel unsafe, and that's being threatful. It's not. Some people think you have to be doing something physically engaging or physically violent to someone for them to feel threatened. No, if you say you're gonna see this time it's gonna happen, something is gonna happen, wait and see, that's a threat. But people think, oh, but anyway, Kiki, how you doing, Kiki? You wanted to explain something, Kiki?
Hi, yes, hi. I'm from South Africa.
Hi.
I think the one thing I would first likely to add is the fact that I think let's not fault South Africans for being a little bit too passionate, right? I'm not saying it is right in what they're doing. Obviously, I don't support violence, and you putting your hands on someone else is a definite no-no. I think the frustration comes in, and this is coming from someone who is not from a so wealthy background, from a wealthy background rather. So it's kind of a bit frustrating when you, as an average day Joe, can't go to the hospital or the clinic or the local clinic to go get your meds, and you need to pay somewhat $500 out of pocket just so that you don't have to deal with the long lines in the public clinics. So that is why most of the frustration comes from, right? The reason why we're not attacking the colonizers, as you guys call it, or the white people, is because we hardly interact with them.
Yeah.
And why do I say that? We are not in the communities with them, unfortunately. We are not holding community meetings with them unless you obviously are a part of the wealthy group, which is a very small part of SA. The other part is the part that has to share public systems with illegal immigrants. The second problem comes when you say, oh, but now they're also targeting legal migrants. Unfortunately, there's a problem to that argument because we know that some of these documents are obtained falsely. Some of these documents people are using people who have been deceased. And I think it's a bit unfair for D-Lofts to come and say that he's experienced South Africa from a perspective where he's been on the ground, but in reality, it's only Sandton. So your bubble is Sandton, unfortunately.
No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Sorry to cut that. So no. I've been to everywhere in South Africa. Everywhere. The Limpopo, the Mpumalanga, Kempton Park. I've been everywhere. The Soweto. I experienced South Africa not as a tourist, but as a local. So my experience is valid, and I'm speaking my truth because I love South Africa. I invested in a lot of South Africans, women. So, well, I help a lot of women start businesses, chicken farms, hairdressers. So I love South Africa. But what I'm saying though, majority of the people that I've met, sorry to say, was very not what's the word I'm looking for? Acceptance to immigrants. I just said earlier before where, I would go out sometimes and even the girl that I was dating and someone said to her one time, a few guys said to her like, I hope when these foreigners stretch you out, you're gonna come back and cry. We don't want you no more. Or I should go home because, I'm coming down here to foreigners are coming in the country and at an alarming rate, and they're pushing up the prices of houses and rent for us, everyday South Africans. You get what I'm saying? So for me, who came there legally, I face the same scrutiny. So now we move from a point of illegal immigrants to just, every foreigners, is what I'm saying. So I face the same scrutiny. Yeah, sorry. No, I was just interjecting. My apologies. Go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. You're good. And I think that's where the argument comes in again to say that, yes, you are legal, right? You got your papers the right way, but how many of our brothers and sisters, our African brothers and sisters can say that truly? You have people, our neighboring countries, for example, the likes of Malawi and Zimbabwe, who come in and apparently they buy days, which for the life of me, I don't understand how that works, but hey, maybe it's privilege, but who buy days? So you're buying days, not to say you have a work permit or anything, you're buying days, you secure your papers, fine, that's good, you've got papers. The only problem now, it says no street hawking, right? No selling on the streets. You go and set up shop on the street with that illegal permit and then come and say, oh, but here's my permit. Okay, here's your permit, but how can we validate that? Unfortunately, we only have 800 immigration officers within South Africa alone. So
800
we can't exercise
Whoa.
It's 800
So
throughout
little.
the entire country.
Wow.
Throughout the entire country. So unfortunately, we can't disperse people to borders. We can't disperse people to the airport to go check and have essentially an ICE system in South Africa. Like you guys said, we're still new in this freedom thing, as we've only been free for what, 34 years, 35? I could be off with my math, but I think it's unfair for people to assume that this is all coming out from nowhere. This has
But
been
my
built
sister.
up from time.
All right, now
Yes.
hold up, Dillard.
Yeah, sorry to cut you.
Hello.
She
No,
answered.
he
Can I?
can
Yeah,
go.
I just wanna
Can I say
let you.
Can I
But
say something?
who's still there?
Yeah.
Let me just ask
Let-
you
let-
something.
let-
But
let him-
you
let him
see
go.
some of the things that you're saying. Some of the things that you're saying. Wouldn't this be a systematic problem? Because you guys are blaming the end result. But what about the system, the government officials who are giving out these papers?
They're
The
not
root
hearing
cause
us.
of these problems. Huh?
They're not hearing us.
But then you guys are just being vigilantes now and just taking over these matters in your hand. And then, like I said, there's a lot of innocent people that are getting hurt in the crossfire because of this. So you're telling me that there's no targeted demonstration to these officials and the appropriate systems?
Sorry, please repeat the question again.
I said
Uh-huh.
targeted demonstration
Wait,
to
you
the
Is it
appropriate
breaking or is it?
wait. You were. Hold up, you are breaking up.
that are giving out
Wait.
the paper.
I think your networks. I see one. You only have one bar. I think your network is acting up. You have one
me?
bar. Yeah, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, yes.
Hosted.
Oh, yeah, so I don't know if she heard what I said.
No, we didn't hear what you said. It was breaking up, so it was
What
not.
about now? Can you hear? Sorry, no, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I was saying, why isn't there targeted demonstration to the appropriate officials or government officials or department that who are giving out these papers, illegal paperwork to these immigrants? Why aren't there targeted demonstration instead of generalizing all foreigners and stuff like that?
So it also boils down to where March and March comes in on the 30th of June, right? So the main aim of that particular march is essentially, or rather Jacinta, the leader of the march, is asking people not to be violent. However, to have a voice and have a say by partaking into the march and basically signing a memorandum, and then that would then go to essentially the organizations that need to deal with the memorandum, essentially.
Oh, so she changed.
No, hold up.
Okay, I didn't know that. My apologies.
Yeah, and she changed her rhetoric, and
She changed.
and the reason. Yes, sorry.
Okay. No, go on. It's okay.
So yeah, I think now the one thing that's also fascist. Yeah, go for it.
It's take a long time. The two of you going back and forth. Can I say something quickly?
Oh, sure.
If you people
Sure. Sure, Bella. Go on, Bella.
Yeah, thank you. I'm from Somalia, and a lot of in South Africans, I guess in my people, I don't know why, my people that come in there in documentary, they have the ambassador, and they have the undocumented, and they're discriminating there. And they're raping the shop, they clean,
On a live
whatever.
end.
They just do. I know, you know what is firing me is like, how shibili. There is not government there is not an immigration, there is no nothing. Shibili people coming and taking people outside the house. The house you rent, the house you own document, you I don't even understand. You people don't educate us.
So Kiki, I think that's a question for you.
Yeah.
That's not what she said.
Do you,
Let me ask you, how civilian come to do like is like migration or something?
You are not government. You are not immigration. You are not police. You come to my house, the house I rent, and I show you my own document. You are
Okay.
robbing my shop. You are
Uh-huh.
robbing. You're taking my car. You're taking my key. You even drop my babies in the school. How is possible?
Okay, do you understand? Okay, she's
Bella?
basically she's
Yeah.
saying, do you understand, Kiki? Because you say you don't understand.
Yeah, I think I got the
Okay.
gist of her question essentially, right?
Yeah, how is possible to have a
Bella,
sister? Yeah.
Bella, it goes back to what we were saying. I'm not too sure if you were
Yeah.
on the lineup when I said this, but it goes back to yes, you do have your papers, but how sure,
Even
how
in the
certain
hospital,
are
even in
we?
the hospital, my sister, even in the hospital,
Let us.
pregnant woman, sick man, that drag him outside.
Bella, do you know of the term called birth tourism?
We paid 2000, you on
Bella,
Yeah,
I asked you, do you know of the term called birth tourism?
No.
Okay,
I mean-
birth tourism essentially is when someone from a particular country, any country doesn't have to be a respective country, but a person from a country essentially goes to another country to go give birth, therefore giving that child citizenship or birthright citizenship, right? So the problem is that healthcare workers are now being forced to deal with the pressures of illegal immigrants, legal immigrants.
Yeah, Bella, you have to
Yeah.
listen to Bella. Let her finish.
Okay.
Hold on, Bella. Oh, Rosemary.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. So it's your turn, Kiki. Kiki, you can answer her.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. So yeah, Bella, it goes back to yes, unfortunately, you can say that we are cruel in that we are chasing you away from the hospital. But unfortunately, this is also being said by healthcare workers that they are feeling a strain
Yeah.
where they cannot cater for everyday people as well as the people who generally come every day just to collect medicine. There's a syndicate that is going on in Zimbabwe, and this is also due to the economic pressures, obviously, of not being able to afford healthcare. Where you come to South Africa, essentially you cross the border, come into South Africa, and you then get all the pills that you need because essentially it is free and it is paid for by the taxpayers' money, and then you abuse it. You go back home to it.
But I can see,
Hold on.
I can see like the way you're talking.
One
Even
minute.
think you just Zimbabwe. No, it's it's not that one. It's
Hold
not
on.
that one. It's not that one. You
Okay,
know,
let me.
No, let her. No, hold up. All right, let Bella
Did
finish.
you
Let
know
Bella.
this that there is a law in all over the world? If you go to the hospital, imagine hospital in the low condition, you are in the hospital, getting bed or maybe sick, you can't drag person in the hospital.
So basically, what
problem, Bella.
Kiki, what Bella is saying is that she understand that. What about the rules? What about humanity? What about you know? Yeah. So basically, that's what she's saying.
Something,
Okay,
please?
go on, Rosemary.
The business of the paper or whatever, but the hospital.
Yeah.
So I'm not. Okay, can I say something? I'm so sorry.
Go on,
I heard
Rosemary.
what Kiki was saying. I am from Zimbabwe and I am
Zimbabwe.
speaking for Zimbabweans.
Yeah.
Right? So what Bella is pretty much saying is like, what about the humanity? I
Yeah.
lost my little sister last year in South Africa.
Wow.
And
Sorry for your loss.
she died because they refused to take her to the hospital because they say that where she was living was close to the yellow people, so they couldn't take her to the hospital and they let her die. So my question is, what happened to humanity, right? Like here in America, we have a lot of South Africans and they're undocumented. They came here to work as au pairs, right? And some of them, they come to us to ask us for help. And meanwhile, in South Africa, South Africans are there like shouting for other African countries to get out of South Africa. And now my question is, they target specifically Africans.
Yeah,
There are
and
people that are in South Africa that are undocumented, but they do not care about them. They
yeah.
only target Zimbabweans, West
Then
Africans,
then
and
Rosemary, before you continue, somebody said, Nana, you say then go to your country and be sick there. How like what type of why would you? How can you say something like that? Look, hold up. Yeah, look, imagine. She just said. She just look.
in America. I am a nurse. I've
No,
seen a lot
no.
I met a lot of South Africans
Mm.
that have no papers,
Mm.
literally.
And they can't turn them away in America.
Go on, Rosemary. It's still your turn. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like for me, for example, as a Zimbabwean person, when I see a South African in America, I see them as my brothers. We speak the same language. I speak Ndebele and they speak Xhosa or Zulu. So we tend to understand each other. And now it puts me in a place where I'm like, okay, I look at them side eye, like, okay, you guys do not want other African people in your countries. And meanwhile, you're coming to me asking for help.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should all be together. And I just don't understand this brutality in South Africa and all these like not helping other people that are sick. Like, what happened to humanity? Like, they don't know what's going on in other countries. All they care is about themselves. I get it, but like, come on.
If you go back to history, my own country, did you know they give the best, the one, South African Mandela, we Somalia give they give him an passport. Did you know we support South Africa when they was down, and everybody just kicking them. And in Somalia, we were superpower. We support South Africa. Go back to history and read it. But we give the diplomatic passport Mandela, and now they're killing
Okay,
my
sorry,
people.
Bella.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bella.
Yeah.
Hello, can I answer something?
No, wait.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question, please.
Okay, sure. Go.
Please.
Jump in.
I just want to ask my South African sisters how many of the looters have been arrested and prosecuted, please. We saw them looting on the. We saw a lot of people there.
No. Bella. Chill. No, Bella. Don't say that. Say on a live, Bella. All right.
What I'm saying is that how many of the looters, people that are taking things from the Somalian stores, from the Ethiopian stores, how many of them have been arrested and prosecuted? I used to like South Africa. I'm a little bit advanced in age. I was pathetic.
No.
I was for South Africa. I love them, but they just surrender their leadership. Which African now will give South Africa the leadership of the continent? They surrender the leadership of the continent. They surrender the love of the continent to other people. How can you just ask other people, break into people's store, break into their shop, and looting it, and you think we are going to like you? If you have any bad feelings towards you, you probably cause it by yourself. And this is not your government. It is the people, some few people that are carrying people along, and you are now going to other people's store. I was there. They say this is disposables. That's the word they use. Oh, disposable. And the other people will come there. They will take everything. I mean, maybe the guy come from Somalia. He was doing some menial jobs to get a shop, get some stuff there. If you want to deport him, why can't you say, okay, we are deporting you, embassy come and take this on his behalf and sell it? When you're deporting him, you don't want him in your country, you still want to take his things.
Yeah. Okay, Chin, hold on. Okay, so Kiki, I guess the answer. Oh yeah, I understand. Wait. Chin, no. Look, hold up. Chin, Kiki, I think what Chin is saying is this. People who have their businesses, who have worked to build up, or who have made some sacrifices, or whoever, they have gathered some investment to start their businesses, and now they just have to leave everything behind and get looted. How do you feel about that, Kiki?
Let me ask you something. They even go to Somalia.
Bella, don't do that. Bella.
Hold on,
Bella,
okay.
no. Kiki, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'll answer Bella since she's gone.
No, you're
but
not gonna.
yeah.
No, you're not gonna do that. Answer my question.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I definitely don't. I empathize with the people, right? Because at the end of the day, it is your hard work. But we can't ignore the fact that we can't distinguish who's legal and who's not.
But
So yes,
isn't
you
there
could have built
isn't there a
with
way?
your
But
sweat.
isn't there a way that you don't you guys have like a measurement
With
of?
800 immigration officers and
Bella,
half of our
not to
police
cut you.
force.
No, don't do
said
that.
something dangerous.
Yeah.
People though. Why do you only target African people? Meanwhile, they're white folks that are
She,
undocumented.
Rosemary, she said why already. She said because they don't live in the same community as them. Yeah.
It's not that we
Hey, Bella, you
interact
said
with the
something
whites of
dangerous
the
I want to
community.
ask you. You said something dangerous that I want to ask you, Bella. You said,
Bella's gone.
how can we... Oh, Kiki.
Oh.
Hey, you said something dangerous. You said, how would you know if they are documented? Can you see how that causes a big problem? Because if you say something like this, how do you know that they're documented? And people that are riled up, these people that are riled up, who doesn't know better, these are the people who are going up to random people and demanded papers. A lot of people, it's because you said, how do we know that they are documented? It is not your role to be an immigration officer. It's not your role to enforce that law or rule. Because
Unfortunately,
this is how it becomes dangerous, and this is how people get hurt and have a life.
Yeah.
innocent people like that. I will.
No,
Yeah, sure, go for it.
yeah.
Let her finish.
Let her answer first. Afia, let her answer that what,
Okay.
and then you next. Kiki, what do you think about that? Isn't it problematic that anyone can just show up and say, "Hey, show me your papers. Give me your papers."
Show me your papers.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely, right? Definitely. But
Hey,
what is
lovely.
going on is the same thing that's happening in Nigeria with the Fulani tribe, where some Nigerians are actively asking.
No, we're not
people to
talking
show
about
their-
Nigeria. We're talking about South Africa.
No, I'm trying to basically show you the relation.
I've been liking you so far. Come on.
No. I'm trying to show you the relation in the similarities of the conversation. In that,
No, leave her. I'm
there are
Nigerian.
no
Nigerian, and I'm Nigerian.
yeah, maybe you'll be
No.
maybe you'll better explain it
Let
to me,
her
right?
speak. Let her speak. I'm Nigerian, and I guess I know
Okay,
she's
go on.
going to keep
All right. So you can.
I got you.
No,
Yeah.
I think maybe please clarify if I'm on the right track in terms of what I'm saying, because maybe I might get it misconstrued with my knowledge, right?
Okay.
But from my understanding, what is happening in asking for documentation is exactly what is going on in Nigeria with the Fulani. The Fulani is basically being asked, where do you come from? Why? It's because the Fulani tribe has had that perception, or for lack of a better word, perception that they are the ones that are the terrorists. They are the ones that have spiked up the crime rates within Nigeria. So is it unfair for Nigerians to stand up and fight and say enough is enough? Because at the end of the day, it's not Nigerian people that asked, let's take in and welcome Fulani tribe. It is the government at the end of the day. And now the government is then forced, or rather the people are then forced to integrate with the same people that I'm talking across the board at this point. Because remember now, we were also at this point told, not even asked, but told that you have to essentially live with these people within your community. We did not house anyone in refugee camps. We did not put anyone in heinous conditions. Sorry?
All right.
I'm saying that's the government's fault, because but what I'm saying though, so for a person like me, because you're not answering the question, a person like me now in South Africa, who I'm American, I come there with my visa, and then they come up to me, are you legal? And then they hear my accent, right? And then I get hurt. Who knows to be blamed? Because earlier they said they're not inciting violence.
Yeah.
Who knows to be blamed? Because you're
Yeah.
speaking this rhetoric or this strategy that you guys go around, and how do we know it's legal
Yeah.
papers?
Yeah.
You know, please hold on. She spoke about Nigeria, and I just want to let you know
Yeah.
something.
Go and
Right?
go. Yeah.
You're actually not wrong
Okay.
entirely. Speaking about the Fulanese, right? But
Yeah.
one thing you should understand is this. I want you to actively check Nigerians' stance on terrorism. Right now, there's a protest breaking out in different parts of the country. But on that protest, on whatever banner you're going to see within that protest, what you're going to see is people trying to hold the government accountable. So you're going to see things like Tinubu must go, or you're going to see things like terrorists must end, or you're going to see and where they're marching to the army headquarters, the naval headquarters, they're marching to Aso Rock, they're marching to the police, command centers, right? And I'm just trying to bring that distinction. We can, okay, and I have to say something else. When the Fulanis come in now, because they move around, they are nomads, for you to know. They're more like gypsies, right? Now, when they move around, what we do here in Nigeria now is, because of the growing terrorist activities that's associated with the Fulanis, when they come into places like the West and we see them, they undergo thorough search, which has proved fruitful because some of them have been found with weapons and the likes, right? What I'm trying to say is this. We didn't take matters into our hands to hunt Fulanis down and to tell them, get out. That's not what we're doing. What we're doing is we're trying to hold the government accountable to go after the perpetrators of such nefarious activities. Now, the disparity, the difference between that and what is happening in South Africa is that your guys are not going to the government. And even if they had done that before, they've changed their ways. What they're doing now is they're going after the people.
No.
And that is
Like
why
I said,
you're getting it wrong.
Targeted.
Do you understand?
Operation.
You're not wrong. You're not entirely wrong when you say the Fulanis are causing unrest. Yes, we know that. But what we are saying is you won't see in Nigeria today. Look at a Fulani person.
Kiki,
And no, wait, hold on, no. and that's hold up, and that's the difference, Kiki, and that's the difference, because you brought up an example, but again, there's a difference within that example.
Definitely.
Exactly. That's what I just
But
want
are
to
the
point out.
Nigerians that
okay,
are
wait.
they burning people around? That's the question. Because I feel like here we're kind of like. Sorry.
No,
they're not.
no.
Okay,
That
all right.
is not happening.
Okay, let's give Stacey a
Fulani
chance.
right.
Let's give Stacey a chance.
Just one more
Stacey,
point. Just one more point.
last point,
I just
quick.
need to clarify this.
Yeah,
Just
quickly.
one more point, please. I just need to clarify this. Where you're gonna see Nigerians having a problem with the Fulanis, aside being terrorists, are when they take their cattle for grazing. Most times what they do, the Fulanis now, they take their cattle and they graze on people's farms, right? And it has been reported to the authorities countless times. And now what the people have done is not to attack the humans themselves. The best they have done is to spray their crops with a certain whatever, and when their cattle eat it, the cattle die. Right? So nobody is going after, no one is going after people's lives. No one is threatening people. What people are calling for is accountability from the government, which I would want South Africans to do. Nobody is saying you guys are wrong, but your approach to it is where we have a problem.
And that's the difference. Stacey, Stacey, you wanted to chime in?
I come back. I have only one question.
Okay, Bella, not you. Bella, your name is Bella, not Bella, but Stacey. Okay, Bella, wait.
Because let Stacey ask a question.
Stacy, you've been quiet
Yeah,
for
I'm
a
just
minute.
asking one question and then I'll go.
Sure.
I've heard South Africans telling us about what they are going through and all of that, which is understandable. And listening to Kiki, you could see that there is a problem in South Africa, yes, but then it's not from the illegal immigrants, it's the government that's not putting things in place. I heard a South African saying that South Africa is one of the countries that has a lot of tourists in there, like one of the African countries that have a lot of tourists in there, and you have 800 immigration officers. That's bad. So that one too is like, it has nothing to do with illegal immigrants. It has something to do with your government.
Okay, now can I? Yeah.
Let her finish first. Kiki.
My final question is, I've been hearing you guys say, the moment a YT man says, "Oh, I have my papers," there's no further question. The moment a black person or a POK person says, "I have my papers," how did you attain your papers? Did you get in the correct way? Did you do that? Did you do that? Why is those follow-up questions not addressed to the same YT people when they say the same thing?
Okay.
It looks like it has something to do with the BOK. The moment they see a black screen, you are the problem. And also, I've been hearing us giving them excuse with the apartheid. I come from Ghana. We have Cape Coast Castle. We have places that we can see our ancestors' skin on. We have 10 marks on the walls. And we are traumatized by those things, but we don't use the trauma that we've gone through because we've seen those places on our other PLK people. Why the white people? What are you doing to them? Are you guys holding them accountable for the whole trauma that you guys went through? Why is it that the same pain that someone inflicted on you that's making you traumatized, you're inflicting the same pain on the BLK person?
Okay, I'll answer that right in two ways.
That's
The first one.
that's a deep one, Stacy. Yeah, go on, Kiki.
Well, thank you for having me. I've got to run.
All right, appreciate it.
Everybody, thank you guys.
All right,
Appreciate you.
take care.
Kiki, very informative and intellectual.
Appreciate you. Peace out. Yeah, Kiki.
Yeah, so I think it was, I can't say her name properly, but just so that I don't disrespect her, right? The problem why I didn't start off with the problems that we have in South Africa that are caused by illegal immigrants is because I didn't want to come here and basically sing what you guys have already heard. I wanted you guys to understand it from a different perspective of understanding it from someone who is on the ground and who's actively going through it. You would have the likes of obviously Brandon who see it. They don't need to go through it for them to understand the pressures that it is putting on their fellow country brother, right? So when we say the problem with illegal immigrants is that now we have Somalians, for example, and this is not me taking a hit at Somalians, but essentially they are the biggest owners of the tuck shop syndicate or sector, essentially. So they are not regulated correctly. So the food, whether it's raining, it's snowing, it's hot, it's whatever, it stays in those conditions regardless. Bacteria grows eventually within those conditions, right? Because why? The government is not stepping in, telling people this is how you should go about basically taking care of your stock. This is how you go about storing certain things. They don't do that. And then when our kids then come and go by and support a fellow brother, she comes back and, oh, Bob's my uncle, she's in hospital. Damn. An ER emergency visit that I did not plan. I don't have money. I'm not on medical aid. So where do I go? The public hospital. When I get there, it's the long lines filled with people who are basically enjoying the benefits of the public sector, right? Or the public hospital. And then you have a situation where those same people are entitled. The same people will sit here when you've housed them, essentially, when you've given them a place and said, hey, you can integrate into our communities. Then they're the first people to call you lazy.
Okay.
So as someone, can you, sorry, just, I'm almost done.
When
So
you're done.
you've given, yeah, sorry about that. So I've given you a place of refuge. Essentially what the logic is saying is, I'm your mother, I'm going to abuse me, and then you, because I'm your mother, you have a duty to take care of me because I brought you into this world. Is the argument that most Africans use, and I find it so hard to comprehend, but it's more so, yes, you guys have helped us. Yes, you guys helped Nelson Mandela make sure that we fought for the freedom that we have today, and we don't take it lightly. The problem is now we feel forever indebted, and forever indebted at what cost? At the cost of our kids dying, at the cost of you not as an everyday day Joe that doesn't even have a job, that's waiting for that 350 that they always say we're waiting for, has to now go to the hospital and wait in those long ass lines.
Okay, so
There's
can I
people
ask?
who are sorry,
But
there's
this
people who are
girl,
immigrants.
she never
Okay,
talked
that's
about
why. Wait. Okay, hold up. I wanted to ask. Okay, Rosemary, you next. Rosemary, you next. But
Yeah,
I wanted to
sorry.
yeah, hold up. Stacy, you read my mind. I wanted to ask you, did she answer your question, Stacy?
No, she didn't answer.
I don't want to lose
She
my
ran to Somali.
No,
My question
I was
hasn't
getting
been
to it.
answered.
Then
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
getting
but
to it.
if you
Yes, I was getting.
yeah, but
You said when
okay,
you
look,
said
Kiki,
essentially.
the time is past. We have to be look.
Sorry.
Yeah, the time is past. Okay, yeah.
I have like I
Good.
highlighted like few things that she said.
Mhm.
Okay, whatever you're saying is so valid, but like my thing is, how is that an immigration issue? Like you
Exactly.
having to, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
them Somalians, quote unquote, owning all those stores. Like how is that their fault that
Somaliland,
people are
right?
dying? Or like how is that like a Zimbabwean or like a Nigerian immigrant's fault? Like what are they doing that you guys are not doing? Like I just don't understand like what you're trying to say, like saying that, oh, our kids are sick, now we have to go stand in line. Like how is that their issue? Like
And,
what are you
and
saying?
also, Rosemary, to add to what you just said, these are the same shops that people are looting. These are the shops that they bought something from it and they fell sick, but they are looting the same shops. And also, the one question that was waiting for an answer was the one that has to do with apartheid. It's like you are all saying we are traumatized, you are traumatized. I made an example that in Ghana, we go to the castles that the slaves were held there, that our ancestors were held there for. And some of the doors don't even have windows, and they were in there. And we can see that skin marks on the wall, but we don't use that as an excuse to inflict pain on people. And I'm asking, don't you guys think you are using this apartheid as an excuse to inflict pain on people every time? Because you inflict pain and you are not inflicting the pain on the white people that put you through this apartheid thing. You inflict pain on the BLK people who look like you.
Exactly.
My question is,
and her mentioning Somalians, what about white people that own like a lot of farms?
Imagine they go to Somali ambassy. Like they go to Somali ambassy.
Let me go because
Okay,
I think,
Yeah. All right.
oh, you can't tell me I can't tell you how to react when you are telling me how to perform. You can't tell me that.
Yeah.
Okay, host.
Appreciate you.
It was nice being here. I think I have to go. It's 1 already. I need to sleep.
All right, Stacy.
Answer our question. She can never answer our question.
Bella, okay.
I feel like it's putting her in a place like where she cannot answer the questions. Because I do understand they're good South Africans and they're bad South Africans, but like my
No, man, wait. Let the lady finish. Wait, your network is acting up, Chin Ching.
okay, can I finish?
Yeah, finish up, Rosemary.
Okay, yeah, my thing is, I don't have an issue with whatever is going on, but like my thing is, I feel like South Africans, they're mainly targeting on one race, on Africans only. Like, yes, Somalians own like shops, Zimbabweans own shops, Nigerians own shops. What about white people?
Like they have all the farms. I lived in South Africa in Port Elizabeth. Like a lot of like white people, they have like all these big farms, and black South Africans are working in those farms. Like they're segregated. Like I heard when she was mentioning that, oh, we don't target white people because we're not where they are. Like, why can't you go where they are if you really do care so much about your country? And in my opinion, I feel like colonizers should take advantage of this chance because they're super welcomed in that country. Like, they love white people. Like, my issue is them hating on other black people, other African people. And this is happening in South Africa. If you're not light skinned, you're not white, you're treated somehow. When a black person has their papers, they'll question them. Whenever a white person they ask a white person one question, where did you get your papers? They don't be asked so many questions, but they target African people, and that's where my issue is at. Like, why?
All right,
Why?
I appreciate you, Rosemary.
It will.
All right, guys,
what I
guys,
said
look,
initially.
look. Okay, this was the last input. Rosemary, I'm gonna close the show, but first, I still have something I wanna ask you. But since we have Diana, no, Bella, you wanted to say something earlier, Bella.
Like the same thing she said, my sister here, South African, they should go back because there is one village, the only white people can go in, and South African can never go in there, black South Africans. And you just targeting foreigner, brother and sister African like that. Documentary, they even go to Samana Ampashat. Can you imagine? Ampashat. They say, no, you have to take away this Suru man who have he say king or something, he go there. Shibili person is shibili. You understand what I mean? It's not the government, it's not the immigration, nothing. How can you do that to your own brother and the white man? You're gonna say, oh yeah, you're right to be here. I don't know.
Lovely.
How it's possible.
Okay. Chin Chin, you want to say something? I don't know if I see your network is not networking. Dia, how you doing, Dia? Chin Chin.
Excuse me. Can you
Sorry,
listen to me?
I was not like here before.
Yeah.
So what is the topic about the World
Wait,
Cup or
hold up.
South
Yeah,
Africa?
hold up, Dia.
Africa sis.
Hold up, Dia.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, Chin Chin.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of politics, but my question
Okay,
is,
hold up, Dia, wait.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we can.
you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So, what do you want to say? What do you want to say?
I want you guys to ask all South Africans that comes on your panel to condemn the looting and ask government to compensate the victim. You can tell them, oh, the looting is bad. You don't want me as a Nigerian to go to my country and start taking justice into my own hands in respect of the South African companies. Therefore, the looting and the self-help is bad. Ask them to condemn it first. That should be the routine. Then they should call for government to compensate the victim. That is the second thing. If they cannot do that, then why do you discuss with them? If you ask them, they will say, oh, we are empathizing with the victim. But the best way to empathize is to use your own mouth to condemn that act and call for government to pay compensation. Of course, the South African government, I think I really pity them. They hand over the leadership of the continent to other groups in Africa. Nobody, in the next 50 years, 20 years, I don't see South Africa trying to become the leader of Africa.
All right.
Especially the black South African. The whites, without the whites, they are nothing.
All right, Chin.
Probably the colonizers will come back.
All right, Chin.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you. Your input. Bella, what do you want to say? Bella, you have to unmute yourself, Bella. I have one last question for you, Kiki. And I mean,
Go ahead, because I'm also about to knock it.
Yeah.
I think Bella's still in
yeah.
action.
At this point, I think you have been on a lot of different platforms, and tonight you've heard different inputs and
Yeah.
inputs with essays. Keep going. But also, you see, even in the football match, they say it's not political, but at the same time, we're seeing that a lot of, if not the majority of the African countries are not rooting for South Africa. I'm not saying you guys needed it. You probably don't need it, but they're saying this for the first time in history that African countries are rooting for a different country that is not in Africa. So this is kind of like a sign that, the method that South Africa is using. Yeah, I know you guys don't care. Yeah, the method that you guys are using to handle this problem is not ideal. My question to you is, just forget everything I just said earlier. My question to you is, have anything that we've said here, anything somewhat shifted or enlightened you in some way, positive?
I wouldn't say enlighten me, but I do have a word for it now, or rather a reference for it. What is happening is Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, where most of the anger is misplaced. And it's misplaced, unfortunately, because we cannot fight, apparently, the white government. My only thing is that I find it funny that a lot of people
But you can't fight. You can't fight
No,
black,
Bella.
right? You can't fight black people, right? You can't fight the white government.
Bella is not taking this, Kiki. Bella says no, Kiki. But so, Kiki.
I think Bella should be South African at this point. But yeah, I think we cannot be crying about it's a white man's country, but we.
But you're
have
not.
people
Look,
who-
okay, look, Kiki. You going for? You go
Yeah.
into a, you. I asked you a
Further,
question.
yeah, I think Bella riled me up there for a second. But
No.
yeah,
Hold on. Let's focus.
necessarily-
Let's focus. So my question to you is, have anything that we've talked about here taught you anything different or shifted your viewpoint in any way?
It's taught me essentially that our anger is misplaced heavily. However, it does not stem from anywhere, which I still stand by.
Does not stand from anywhere. What do you mean?
It does not just come from thin air where I just decided to wake up and say, oh my gosh, today I want to hate a black man. It just does not start like that, unfortunately. It
Okay,
is,
that's not what I. That's not what I.
years of patterns.
That's
Question: the shoe
I
might
did,
not.
Bella, no. I've
Yeah.
been very calm the whole time. I did.
Okay. Yeah.
I literally just said,
Kiki. Okay. All right.
I'm getting pissed at this point, but essentially what I said was,
Sis, listen.
what I said, Bella, let me speak and then you'll have your chance. What I said essentially
They
was,
ask you,
there
they
is
say-
nothing that has changed my mentality other than the fact that yes, the anger is misplaced.
Like the worst
Yes, the
situation
anger is misplaced. However, it does not stem from anywhere. Have a great night.
All right, Kiki.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
He never changed. She's okay with that.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
okay. The worst, what's going on in South Africa, she's okay with that.
Yeah, Bella. You heard it too, Bella.
Yeah.
Stop lying.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Things crazy, brother. She, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well. Again, she answered it to the best of her abilities, but again,
But she tried, but she said, I'm okay with that. Okay.
she's okay.
Yeah.
Well, Bella, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Bye.
All right, have a good day. Enjoy your night. All right, guys. I don't think it changed anybody's perspective because you're gonna stick with your perspective, but at least you can have a broader perspective if that's what you choose. It's up to you. You can stay the same or you can evolve. It's up to you as well. So I think this was lovely another time. Y'all are asking hey, Took, you've been consistently look, you guys are saying, Took, you've been consistently saying the same thing. I've read it. You've said it in so many different ways at this point. I've learned this food seek. How do you say it? Food seek. I've learned this South African word during this South African problem with other countries. But Took, see, yes. So you taught me. I cannot forget this word now. I've seen you in the comment, and you also, Nana. You guys have been, but especially you, you've been consistently saying the same thing. Get out. All right. You guys still feel strongly about that. Laugh now, but again, don't cry.